Step right into another amazing show. And trust me, you will adore today's show. Yes, you. Auntie Miracle B is live on YouTube right now. B.
Change on me, yeah, you changed on me. You changed on me, yeah, you changed on me. Changed on me, how you change up, yeah. I couldn't see it coming, how you changed on me. I thought that you was solid, cause that's what you showed me. I thought you was my brother, how you changed on me. We came from the gutter, turned goofy, you showed me. You changed on me, how you changed on me. You changed on me, yeah, you changed on me. I couldn't even believe it, yeah, you changed on me. You changed on me, why you changed up? Yeah, I ain't even see it, why you change on me. You supposed to be my brother, we came up some shorties. Now I got the blicker, cause niggas is phony. You went against the grain, yeah, that's what you showed me. Remember all the days we struggled and couldn't eat. We sitting in the trap, we grinding with no heat. And I'ma catch a plug, these niggas is gon' see. Never thought my partner would switch up and cross me. Heard you going state, now that's where you lost me. It's codes in the street, you know it's so boss up. And you can't be around, you niggas is not us. And we don't do no favors, you niggas is not blood. You know we came from nothing, why you change on me? You know we out the gutter, why you change on me? You changed on me, yeah, you changed on me. You changed on me, why you changed up? Yeah. I couldn't see it coming, how you change on me. I thought that you was solid, cause that's what you showed me. I thought you was my brother, how you change on me. We came from the gutter, turned goofy, you showed me. You changed on me, why you changed on me. You changed on me, yeah, you changed on me. I couldn't even believe it, yeah, you changed on me. You changed on me, why you changed up, yeah, yeah. How you change on me, how you change on me. You changed on me, yeah, you changed on me. Changed on me, how you change up, yeah,
Okay, there we go. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I see people in the chat talking about this is whack production, and y'all being sarcastic, talking about something that this is lit. Listen, Darrell was working hard with this, okay? And y'all need to quit making fun of little bitch boy. There you are, much okay. I ain't trying to run you over with my chair. All right. How's everybody doing today? Hey, this is Zini, Amanda, Minnie T, Inga, Bob Kitten, Jeff. I'm blind. Vicky, Ian, Daniel, Barry Sports. Dog Mom, welcome. Super Kelly G, Kayla, Miss Chalet. I said Jeff. AO. Yeah. and everybody else who is in the clouds. Hey, Deb, and AKA Shasa. Welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome all Brooksaholics. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're going to go ahead and get ready to finish the rest of day one. But just for us all to remember all the things that Darrell Brooks does not agree with. I just want to let's all just come together as Brooksaholics and just collectively remember that he does not agree to being to an estoppel, to being sentenced. He wouldn't consent to a rapid COVID test. He didn't consent to being called you, being called he, being called a sexual offender. Let me see. Didn't consent to understanding or being forced to understand. The jury view, he didn't consent to the jury view. These shackles, shock devices on his ankles, his shackles. Let me see. Didn't consent to the music video being played. He didn't consent to any lawful laws or unlawful laws and contracts. Having intercourse with women over the age of 18, he definitely didn't consent to that. He didn't consent to his name. Yeah, so we just got those few. He didn't consent to the truth. Yeah, didn't consent. He didn't consent to being called Darrell. Yes, he does not consent to that name. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah, he didn't consent to being a person. I didn't consent to the truth. Super Kelly G, I don't think that he knows the truth. There's nothing for him to consent to. I don't think he knows the truth. Hey, Tia, welcome, welcome. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this started so we can finish up day one. And I doubt that we'll be able to get to day two tonight because I can get up early and take Munchkin to school in the morning. Munchkin got to go to school. That's right, you're going to school. All right, let's go ahead and get the party started.
Estelle? Very well. Then the state may call its first witness.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all smashing that like button, please, and thank you.
Judge State call Sergeant Dave Wanner.
Hey,
Good afternoon,
UMD.
Sergeant, if you would please make your way to the witness stand.
Hey, Steve.
When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand, and my clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat, at least initially, or do you want him to stay standing?
No, actually, you can start out seated, please.
Very
I
well.
know, I
Sir,
love
would you
Linus.
please state your first and last names for the record and spell each?
Yes. My name is Sergeant David, David, Wanner, Wanner.
Thank you. Go ahead, attorney. Operate your witness.
Thank you. Sir, how are you employed?
I'm a patrol sergeant with the City of Waukesha Police Department.
How long have you worked in law enforcement?
18 years.
Do y'all think that, he got his hairline pushed back like this? It's just time to go ahead and not fight the inevitable, that he's got male pattern baldness and this is on the way out. What y'all think?
And as patrol sergeant, what are your general duties and responsibilities?
I oversee officers across all shifts that are assigned to the patrol division.
Want to direct your attention to the date of November 21, 2021. Did you work that day?
Yes.
Were there any events occurring in the city of Waukesha that afternoon?
The Waukesha Christmas Parade was that afternoon.
Has the Christmas parade been held in years
Like it's
prior
time.
to, prior to 2021?
Yes, every year that I've been employed at the police department, we've had a Christmas parade.
And is it typically that third week in November before Thanksgiving?
Yes, every year that I can remember it has been.
Okay. Is there any planning or preparation?
Hey, Inga, you're pretty. Oh, look at this picture. She is cute. I got all the cute girls over here.
That goes into holding a parade in Waukesha?
Yes, there are meetings with the group that's putting on the parade in advance. There's also a group of individuals that prior to the parade, usually the Friday before, will post no parking signs along the parade route. There's a group from our city garage or Department of Public Works. They'll put out barricades at the designated intersections where we request them to put them out.
And what about manpower? What type of manpower would you devote to an event like this, sir?
It's rather significant.
I'm still seeing the Quaker Oats guy every time I look at Opera the Chopper. The Quaker. I hate y'all told me that.
Between detectives, police officers, supervisors, reserve officers, community service officers, I would say we have in excess of 30 additional bodies planned that day just to handle the parade itself.
You mentioned the use of individuals such as reserve officers and community service officers, I think you said. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are those sworn law enforcement officers?
They are not sworn, no.
What is their role or function?
The reserve officer group is a group of people who volunteer their time to help with events like parades. They're given training in directing traffic and closing streets down. A community service officer is a paid position. They're part-time employees, usually younger individuals looking to learn more about a career in law enforcement.
And you said also parking attendants would be assisting in this endeavor?
Correct. We're usually looking to get as many extra bodies as we can, and the assistance from our parking agents is usually required for this event as well.
And this would be in addition to the sworn law enforcement officers that are assigned to work the parade.
Correct.
And obviously you still need other officers to patrol the city, correct?
Yes.
He got his homework. He working on it.
Where is the parade held?
The parade takes up a large portion of our downtown area. There's a staging area that the floats before the parade that they're all instructed
Hey,
to
Dee,
assemble
welcome.
in a particular area along White Rock Avenue between Niagara Street
Make sure y'all smash the
and
like
Main
button.
Street. And that's about a 3-hour process of getting all the parade participants into that area and lined up accordingly. The parade itself runs along Main Street from White Rock west.
Oh, Inga, I do know about everything, the family that does everything together. I'm not subbed to them, but I am aware of them. Yes. About how we wonder about a lot of stuff. Okay, and this nasty nails. Okay, I'll go take a look at it and see what I can see. Hey, Beverly. Oh, let's continue.
Westbound to the Veterans Park area where it makes a turn and then heads up Wisconsin Avenue and ends near the Waukesha Public Library.
Sir, if I could ask you to stand up and refer to the diagram behind you. This is a map that's been marked as States Exhibit number 1. Do you see that sticker in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's a little tight up there, but
Yeah,
if you could
Quaker Oats
start in
got a
the upper
nice
right-hand corner of
investigator.
the map, and Your Honor, if we put up the digital copy of the map as well.
I know,
it's
Amanda.
hard to see, but then we'd have to do the screen share again.
That's why I don't really
Is that
mess with her,
correct?
because I know that she does strikes.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the paralegal to please put up States Exhibit number 1 on the digital copy as well.
He needs to be trying to write his lies down. That's what he needs to be doing. Come on, I want me some hot oatmeal tonight. I need me some Quaker Oats tonight. All she needs is a little hat, the Abraham Lincoln hat, and she's ready to go. The page you was telling me about, Inga. This family does everything. She does a lot of what is it? She does a lot of she flags a lot for copyright.
right, Madam Clerk, thank you. We're ready here.
Brown sugar, babe. I get
For
high
your
off
desk,
your love. I don't
you
know
know,
how to
you hit that little
behave.
arrow, that will get rid of those extra things that aren't needed. There you go. Go ahead.
All right, and Ms. Gussie, if you could zoom in on the upper right-hand corner, please. There you
If
go.
I could take Opera and
All right,
just
sir, if
take
you
her to the
can
mall one
use
day.
the map, the big map in front of you, please, and
I'd
the
have her
jury can
read.
follow along with the digital copy if they want. So starting in the upper right-hand corner. Yes. What's up there, please?
That is Frame Park.
And what's at Frame Park?
Frame
Side of the
Park has a lot
crime.
of, it's got a playground for children. There's a very large baseball diamond, different shelters. There's a formal garden. There's a boat
Hey,
launch.
Gen X gamer girl.
It's a very large park in our city that
That could have been
encompasses a lot
me,
of
for all
different
I know.
activities.
Is the boat launch shown on Exhibit 1?
Thank you,
Yes,
Bobby.
perfect.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay. And the waterway that's shown on the exhibit, what is that waterway?
That is the Fox River.
Now, is the parade route shown on Exhibit 1?
Sorry, Attorney Upper, can you give me 1 second? Mr. Brooks, just a reminder, you're not muted.
Oh,
I'm sorry for the interruption. Go
I
ahead.
know. I know I can
Sorry,
speak.
too. I thought I was muted. I apologize.
That's okay. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and point out the parade route.
At that dirty
Please.
diaper on his face.
So the parade route in this map is essentially this purple line. This area here is what I referred to earlier as a staging area. And then actually at this corner right here, westbound is where the parade route would follow down to the corner here. I refer to this as Veterans Park. That's that area there. And then it would turn up Wisconsin Avenue and end around the library right here, which is that green area.
Ooh.
Okay, we're just putting that up on the digital display too right now. Now, on this map, sir, we've designated several points along the parade route to reflect where various officers were positioned. Is that correct?
Yes.
And could you just briefly walk us through it? I don't need you to name every.
No, I wish that channel, Crime Champs is where I got those phone calls for Al McLean. And so unfortunately, they have not had any calls. I guess I could potentially do a FOIA request, but I'm pretty sure, if Carrie doesn't have it, because she gets everything. So I don't know.
Every officer, but just point out the intersections and what was located at
Lord
each
Farquaad.
intersection using Exhibit 1.
Sure. I was here at the intersection of Hartwell and White Rock. I had a police SUV, an unmarked police vehicle, trying to maintain the integrity of the route and keeping the road shut down. Here we had various officers. It's kind of a mixed use of barricades, marked police vehicles, police tape, just in order to keep the streets shut down and make sure that there's a visible representation that the streets are not open.
Please keep going down, westbound down.
Well, when you do commentary, you have to always, talk. Otherwise, it won't count as fair use. So a lot of times, people are like, you talk so much, stop talking, you talk too much. Well, I got to because of the copyright. But some people, even though you are giving commentary, will still try and strike your channel. And it is really a pain in the ass. And if you're dealing with a monetized channel, I don't even want to fool with it. Period.
Main Street, please.
Sure.
Hey, I
We
am
come to Buckley and East
BTV.
Avenue here. Both sides of the intersection shut down with barricades. We come down further on West Main Street to Martin
I think I can
Street.
use my stuff as long as
The
I
red
don't
line here
hate you.
signifies a barricade was in place there. Main Street and North Barstow Street, again, barricades on both sides of the intersection there. Gaspar and East Main Street, a barricade. We also
I
have
agree, Ayo, it is.
police fleet as we did at other places where the yellow is signifying that. This is our 5 points area, as we call it, kind of a larger intersection with roads in different directions here. So at this intersection, we had a use of barricades, police tape, police vehicles. It's just a very large intersection to be able to shut down.
Thank you, IMBTV.
So it kind of becomes a mixed use of different tools that are available to us. We have Clinton Street and Main Street here. Again, barricades on both sides of the intersections, along with officers. Maple Avenue and East Main Street, barricades and reserve officers. And then we come around toward the Veterans Park area, again, another very large intersection where we had an officer and multiple barricades shutting off the traffic. And then along Wisconsin Avenue
Danielle. Hey,
here,
Paula.
we had one point at
Hey,
Maple Avenue where we had a CSO along with a barricade.
And right now you're pointing at the very bottom edge of the map, correct?
Very bottom here.
Okay.
And then from that point east, the parade kind of disassembles with floats going different ways depending upon their size and maneuverability at the end of the parade route.
This map, exhibit number 1, is oriented north, correct?
Thank you,
Yes.
Paula.
Okay. The items, and I know this is like a vision test for everybody, but on the map, the yellow boxes represent what, please?
The yellow boxes on this map represent police vehicles that were utilized in the parade.
Okay, and what about the blue boxes?
The blue boxes are the names of personnel assigned. Where you see an RO, that would be a reserve officer. PA would be a parking agent.
Don't forget Florida
CSO,
AO. They got the
service officer.
crazy going on there too.
OFC would be an officer.
All right. The reserve officers and non-sworn officers, would they be wearing a police uniform or some type of designation?
Yes, they all have.
Hold on. There's an objection. It's overruled. He may answer.
All personnel on the parade route are in uniforms. Additionally, everyone
He looking like it's showtime. It's showtime.
it's part of our policy that they are required to wear traffic vests, which would have been a yellow and could have been blue and yellow or orange and yellow traffic vest that says police on it.
Okay. I'd like to go back to the area on White Rock where you were located, where the units were staging, correct?
Yes.
Now, can you describe for us where the road was actually shut off by police so that no motorist could actually travel down the road?
Sure. I mean, this actually further north than here, it's off the map, is where we had our first point of shutdown. It was at White Rock Avenue and Niagara Street. We used Niagara Street to divert any traffic that would have come that direction. So then along here, there would have been shut down at Niagara. There was another street called Perkins where it was shut down. And then right here is Baxter Street, where we had the street shut down. Additionally, here along the staging route, North Hartwell Avenue here was shut down on both sides of it to ensure no traffic entered into the staging area while that space was occupied.
All right, and before I have you sit down, there's 2 other areas designated on the map I'd like to ask you about. This is on the left, upper left quadrant of the map. On the north side of the Fox River, there's something indicated as the Barstow Hill. Do you see that on the map, sir?
Yes, right here by the green line.
What's the Barstow Hill?
The Barstow Hill is just a very steep hill that more or less connects our downtown to a neighborhood and is a thoroughfare of traffic coming and going from the downtown area.
Okay, that's Barstow Road there?
Correct.
Okay. And then just to the right of that, there's something marked as a mobile gas station. Is that correct?
Yes.
Objection.
There we go.
Overruled.
Yeah, he had a black eye.
And
That was great.
there is a gas station at that intersection, sir?
Yes, there is a mobile gas station at the bottom of the Barstow Hill.
Okay. All right, please have a seat, sir. Sending officers out to their locations along the route here.
At 1 p.m. is when the initial few officers head out to secure the staging area. So they're out there from 1 o'clock until about 3:30. Between 3 and 3:30 is when the rest of the personnel assigned to the parade would have arrived at their locations along the route.
All right. And I assume you're in some, Your Honor, we just lost part of the Polycom.
Well, we'll pause. See what happens otherwise.
And we can take that down for now. We don't need the state table displayed at the moment.
Mr. Brooks, we lost you for a second. As soon as we knew it was down, we stopped. We didn't take any additional testimony. I just want to confirm you can see and hear me.
Yeah, I can hear.
And you can see the 4 cameras, so the witness as well?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
What the problem is?
Okay, so,
You scared? Wait, you scared of it? You was ready for it?
running the parade as far as lining up the participants and making sure everybody that's walking in the parade is where they're supposed to be, correct?
Correct.
Is there a title for that person?
Boy, I wouldn't know.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. He may testify about the question asked.
Or is there somebody that you were dealing with directly that was kind of responsible for the units of the parade and you're responsible for the security of the parade?
Yes, there was
Overruled.
Getting started.
there is a lady from the Chamber of Commerce who put on the parade. That just prior to the parade starting, I had a face-to-face contact with to inform her that the route was ready for the parade.
Now, how do you know that? How do you know that the route was ready to go?
Between 3:30 and 4 o'clock, I had driven the route several times within the parade route on the street that was shut down. It was my duty as the incident commander of the parade to make sure that the officers or personnel assigned to the parade were all in their location, that all the barricades were in place, that there was no holes in the parade route that we missed in the planning. And as a final security sweep of the route, just to ensure everything was in place as we had planned for it to be.
Can you estimate how many spectators were present?
Objection.
At what time?
I'm sorry, at the start of the parade.
I guess they didn't hear you. Put that diaper on.
Thousands. Once the parade had started, I was not on the route anymore. I think the last time I drove the route itself would have been just before 4 o'clock as my final lap through.
Okay. And there's spectators on both sides of the road, north and south sides of Main Street?
Correct.
And all the way from Hartwell, all the way down to Veterans Park at the end there near Wisconsin Avenue?
Yes, I'd say the majority of this.
Oh, hold on, there's been an objection. Go ahead. What's your objection?
That is hearsay. We can't know sure where everybody was at.
What?
The objection is noted. It is overruled based upon the foundation previously laid by the witness. Go ahead.
The spectators are primarily from the intersection of White Rock and Main Street westbound.
So you were satisfied it was appropriately safe to start the parade. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
What did you do?
I had face-to-face contact with the organizer of the parade.
AO, I know that you have seen. I can't hear the microphone tapping. That's weird. I can't hear it. Do y'all hear the microphone tapping? Because it's not me. I'm not touching anything. What was I about to say? Oh, you watched that show Love After Lockup. I guarantee you some people are writing to him and trying to get into a relationship. Guaranteed.
I indicated to her that I checked the route and from the police side of things that we were ready for the parade to proceed, and let her know that she could begin whenever she was ready.
About what time of day was that?
It was right about 4 p.m.
And you had mentioned the units were staging on White Rock near where you were posted. Is that right?
Yes.
And did you see, as the units would enter the parade route, then they all kind of move forward, I'm assuming?
Yes, the
Hearsay.
Overruled.
I know Pace is laying on the floor.
the parade participants are set up on either side of White Rock Avenue, and they're kind of funneled together into almost a zipper type fashion as they enter the parade route.
And as they march forward towards the parade route, then at some point is the road behind them vacant?
Correct.
And what do you do when that happens?
We try to cause as little disruption in the city. Shutting down White Rock Avenue, it's a very major thoroughfare in the city, and having it shut down for that extended period of time causes some pretty significant traffic problems. So as the road is no longer occupied by parade participants, we try to open up the road from behind them, keeping the back of the parade shut down, always taking into account a street for a car to turn off onto. So
Did you remain in that same position near White Rock and Hartwell?
yes.
And do you remember how you had your squad positioned?
Objection, that's hearsay.
That is not hearsay,
Overruled.
moron.
I had my squad positioned across White Rock Avenue in an east-west fashion.
Paisley would be, I think that the jury would like Paisley just on the strength of him being so freaking cute.
I positioned it that way to give a visual representation to motorists that the road wasn't open.
And is your squad marked or unmarked?
It is unmarked.
Objection, irrelevant.
It's relevant. The answer may stand.
He found a new one,
Make sure if
relevant.
you hear an objection, sir, that you wait till I rule on it too. Thank you.
Are there red and blue lights on your squad car, sir?
Yes.
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled. The answer may stand.
Did you have your red and blue lights activated as it was parked across the roadway?
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled.
Yes.
You remember hearing something about a disturbance near the boat launch?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Are you offering it for the?
Foundational, Your Honor.
Or it's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted. The objection is overruled. He may answer.
There you go, using big words, Mike.
Yes, and it may stand.
All right. What do you remember hearing about an incident at the boat launch?
When I was near my position on Hartwell and White Rock, I was speaking with one of our reserve officers. We were discussing the proper timing of the opening of the road. And I overheard actually on his police radio that he was wearing squads that were not assigned to the parade being sent to a fight at Frame Park that involved knives.
No, Leslie, this is old. This is going on 2 years. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a trial replay, and I'm just going day to day, and we're making fun of Darrell whenever he starts talking. But I'm just trying to. Oh yeah. You're talking about this is live. Yes, this is live. Yes, it's not a premiere like I do sometimes. This is an actual live stream. Anyway, let's continue.
Were you aware of any vehicles being associated with that fight?
Thank you. Make sure y'all smashing that like button.
Overruled. You may answer.
I did not hear of any vehicles associated.
What do you remember next, sir?
I remember seeing and hearing squads responding to this fight at Frame Park.
Not the fight.
And at that time, we were still focused on opening up the roadway, and I made my way back toward my unmarked police vehicle, and I looked to my right or to the north down White Rock Avenue, and I saw a red SUV traveling toward me at a high rate of speed.
Now, don't you think that this would be an opportune time to listen to what the dude is saying and write it down, so that way you'll be ready with your questions and you could ask relevant freaking questions. Let me get the subtitles on. Anyway, you can ask relevant questions that relates to what was just said on the stand? Do you think that we're doing any of that in all these papers, these secret documents? No.
What do you mean by a high rate of speed, sir?
Objection, that's hearsay.
Overruled. You may
Hey,
answer.
Cindy, welcome,
I believe the
welcome.
vehicle is traveling in excess of 40 miles per hour.
What's the posted speed limit there on White Rock Avenue?
It's a 25 mile per hour zone.
What about Main Street in downtown Waukesha? What's the posted speed limit there, sir?
The speed limit,
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled. It's relevant.
the speed limit throughout the parade route is 25 miles per hour.
What did you do when you saw this red SUV
That's right,
traveling at a high rate of speed?
classified.
Objection, leading the witness.
The objection is noted. It's overruled.
So you can tell Opera, she's annoyed, but she hasn't gotten fed up yet. Lord Farquaad. Do you know the Muffin Man?
When I saw the red SUV traveling toward me at a high rate of speed, I used both hands and waved them overhead like this in an attempt to catch the attention of the driver.
Were you dressed in a police uniform, sir?
Yes.
And just put on the record when the witness, so that's clear,
Hey, Muffins.
placed both hands over his head in what I would describe as a waving kind of back and forth at a diagonal gesture. Thank you. Go ahead.
Did the car continue in your direction, or the SUV?
Yes, it did.
What did you observe the path of travel for the SUV to be?
Objection, that's hearsay.
Mr. Brooks, it's not hearsay. Your objection is overruled. Can we answer?
No, definitely hearsay.
Could you state the question one more time?
Sure. Where did you see the SUV go? Better question.
Objection, irrelevant.
Overruled.
The SUV entered the parade route.
I want you to describe what you remember seeing as it passed your location, please.
As I was waving my hands overhead, I was approximately 6 feet from where the SUV was driving. As the driver passed essentially in front of me by about 6 feet, I could see the operator of the vehicle and just a dazed, straight, focused look straight ahead, not looking at anyone.
Did the driver appear to respond to your efforts to stop the vehicle?
There was absolutely no response.
Did you notice the car slow down in any fashion?
No, in fact,
Hearsay.
It's not hearsay. It's overruled. He may answer.
I don't know what else to say. I'm just keep
as
saying
the
hearsay
SUV
over and
passed
over.
me, I looked over the hood of, or the top of the police vehicle that I had positioned on the road there.
I can tell you what he thinks hearsay is. He thinks hearsay means when you hear someone say something, that's hearsay. In his world, anyway, that's what hearsay means. You heard somebody say something.
Fully expecting that as it passed, that I would see the car slam on its brakes as it realized it had entered the parade route, figuring it was a lost motorist. I didn't see that happen. It continued into the parade route at a high rate of speed.
What did you do?
Upon seeing that, I got on my radio in an attempt to notify other personnel assigned to the parade route. I stated that a red SUV had just blown by me.
Do you remember using those exact words, sir?
Objection, that's irrelevant.
Overruled.
Just
He
going
may
from
answer.
irrelevant to hearsay, relevance to
I don't know
hearsay.
if I said a red or maroon SUV, but I remember saying that it had blown by me.
Were there parade units still on White Rock attempting to get onto the parade route at that point?
Yes.
Objection.
Were you able to see the vehicle clearly as it
Hold on.
went?
He
I'm sorry.
objected. It's overruled. Go ahead.
From where you were standing there,
But then I think that he probably had sausage for dinner, some form of sausage, whether it is blackened or if it is rare. But he had a good bit of sausage, and I can guarantee you, he's been to Pound Town. a few times already.
Were you able to turn and watch the SUV as it traveled past you down White Rock towards Main Street?
Objection.
Overruled.
Hey, Mandy.
Just asked that.
I only watched it for a short period of time before returning to my squad car, knowing that
Ooh.
some sort of police action was going to need to be taken.
What did you do once you got to your squad?
I got in my squad car. It was bombarded with the most terrible
Oh. Can you imagine how traumatic that is? He's a police officer and he's seen all types of horrible crimes, all types of heinous stuff, and for him to just be like speechless and in tears, that's got to be something really, 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 really major.
The sounds. Yes. You didn't see anything at that point as far as people getting hit?
No.
Okay. I want to show you a video clip.
Oh, you're good, Mandy. Thanks for sharing. I
State's
appreciate
exhibit
it.
Number 2. Madam Clerk, if you could please turn on the state's table.
Oh. Mandy, any Prince tea is right on time for me.
Yep, I'll tell you. Okay.
Just show it to the witness.
I'll show it to you first. So, Sergeant Wanner, if you look at the screen in front of you, we're going to play a video clip. It's pretty short in duration. I want you to watch it first before we show it to the jury. I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
And y'all
Did
let
you
me know
see
if I'm
that
too
clip,
loud.
sir?
Yes,
Is that a video clip you've seen before?
I have seen that. Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that's a true and accurate representation of the SUV traveling on White Rock Avenue near the start of the parade at Main Street?
Yes.
Move for admission and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Brooks?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
The state just moved admission of Exhibit 2.
No, I object to that. Keep it.
Keep it.
Right, the objection's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 2, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Wait a
is received.
minute.
Object to that. Keep it.
The state just moved admission of Exhibit 2.
No, I object to that. Keep it.
Keep it? What does that mean? Keep it. I object to that. Keep it? What do you mean, keep it?
All right, the objection's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 2,
What?
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is received.
Keep it.
Permission to publish is granted.
Thank you. Please hit play. Sergeant Wanner, is that consistent with the vehicle you saw traveling away from you past the parade floats that were about to enter the route?
Yes.
And is that consistent with the approximate speed you saw it traveling?
Yes.
After you became aware that something terrible was happening on the parade route, your incident, Commander? What do you do?
I drove in my police vehicle down toward the area that I just heard repeated over and over on the radio where the casualties had taken place. That would have been at Maine and Gaspar.
Well, we know he's keeping it on the down low. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, we already know that he's doing that.
And once I got to that position, I parked my vehicle as it was impossible to drive any further.
No, the judge is Michael
there a call
Jackson.
made for assistance?
Yes, I don't know who said it, but an officer used a code over the police radio, basically requesting police assistance from any officer in the county that would be listening.
Did multiple officers respond
Yes.
from within Waukesha County?
From when
Objection irrelevant.
Overruled.
Waukesha County and far beyond.
Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions at this time.
All right.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Good afternoon, officer. First off,
Good afternoon.
I'll say this is very emotional, so I'm going to try my best not to keep you up there any longer than you would like to be. My first question is, I noticed that you are in uniform today.
Here we go.
Is it fair to say that if you weren't here testifying that you would have been on duty today? Is it fair to ask that or say that?
Not to have been at work today.
So did you feel the testimony that you would be given at the trial today warranted you to be in uniform?
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Sustained. You do not need to answer that, sir. Next question, Mr. Brooks.
You said you've been in
Come on.
duty for 18 years, correct?
Yes.
See, Darrell, 18. That's the number of the girls that you should have been trying to date instead of the actual number, which was 14. So yeah, 18. That's the amount of, that's the age range, the lowest age range that you should have been reaching for. Yeah, that's 18.
In any of those 18 years,
Uh-huh.
have you ever
Come on.
come across or had any interaction with the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection, vague.
Sustained. You do not need to answer that, sir. Next question, Mr. Brooks.
How long have you known the plaintiff?
Objection, vague and irrelevant.
And
Sustained.
stupid.
You do not need to answer that, sir. Next question, Mr. Brooks.
Do you see the plaintiff in court today?
Objection, vague and irrelevant.
Sustained. Next question.
Do you have any knowledge of the plaintiff?
Objection,
Sustained.
Hey, LJ.
Have you ever even seen the plaintiff in this matter?
same objection.
Sustained.
Come on.
I want to go to the clip that was just shown.
Would you like it shown to the witness again and published to the jury?
Here she go, confusing him.
I'm sure would he prefer for it to be shown again?
I just wanted to know if that's what you were asking. You can certainly question him about it, and if need be, it can be shown again.
Okay.
And don't you love how on the first day with in front of the jury, he was so polite, kind of, and he was very well. If it's okay with you, what would you prefer? He was being very agreeable and working with people. And then I guess after he got his bologna sandwich that night and smelled his body odor, then he was like, fuck it, I'm going to wreak havoc on Tuesday. or whatever the next trial day was.
Can you show the witness the video clip again?
Sure. All right, I can tell from my monitor and the witness monitor, it is up, but it's not being projected to the courtroom other than that. And you can go ahead and play it. All right, your question, sir.
In that clip, is it fair to say that you can see that there are people walking in the street and on the sidewalk? Would that be fair to say?
Yes, I could see that in the video clip.
He looking like, I can't believe this dude is this freaking stupid to play the video clip, the state's evidence that's against him, that's showing him running over people. Like, I cannot believe that he's doing this. Has a look on his face. I can't believe this.
Do you see anybody being targeted or being in a panic to get away from the vehicle?
What?
No.
Do you see the said driver of that vehicle intentionally trying to hit anyone in that video?
No.
Oh, not this part of the video, but the rest of it, we see it.
So
Come on.
again, I would ask, were you brought here today to testify on behalf of the plaintiff?
Objection has been answered.
Sustained. He already answered that he was why he's here.
Again, I would ask just one more time for the record. Do you see the plaintiff in court today?
Objection.
Sustained. Do you have any other questions, Mr. Brooks?
Of course
Do
not.
you know of the plaintiff at all whatsoever?
Objection.
Sustained.
He's like, this supposed to be working, man. Why this ain't working? I read what they said on that sovereign citizen court. What is it called? It's like the little the court survival guide. I've been reading it, and the next response is supposed to be that there ain't no plaintiff. And so since there ain't no plaintiff, it ain't no crime, and they not going along with it. I wonder why.
Further questions?
All right,
I
thank
know.
you. Any redirect?
No.
All right, thank you, Sergeant. You may step down. Is he released from his subpoena?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. He's released.
Bye,
Real quick
officer.
on the record, if I may.
We're going to call the next witness.
Man, I want to hear your mouth, bro.
Do you have we have the jury in the courtroom. Do you have a question, sir?
I will have a
Come on.
oral tennis motion I would like to be put on the record.
What?
If you have a motion, you'll have to wait until after the next witness is called. Write it down, submit it on paper, and I'll review whether it's appropriate for this court to address. All right, the state may call the next witness.
So you'll write that stuff down. Your dumb motions about, is this lawful law, and is this a judicial determination? You'll write that down. But anything regarding you actually writing stuff down relevant to the witness on the stand and the questions that you need to ask. Say I pronounced that right. Ask. You don't have time for it. But as soon as she says you got to submit your homework assignment and slip me a note, then that's when you start working. I know you lying. It sounded like he said tennis, yes.
All right. Good afternoon, Ms. Runkel. If you would please make your way to the witness stand. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand. My clerk, Teresa, will swear you in. Is the map to stay up at this point?
With a booty house
Also
pen.
doesn't need to come down, I don't think.
How about I
It's in the
just
way.
use over here? We'll just put it behind.
Okay.
Just stick it behind. The easel can stay there.
Look at Corey. She's just like, I'm just here.
All right, and my clerk Teresa's over here. If you would raise your right hand, she'll swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I solemnly swear.
Thank you, ma'am. Please have a seat. We'll get that settled. And then the first thing I will ask you to do, excuse me, is to state and spell your first and last names for the record.
My name is Corey Runkel,
Why you seem confused?
and it's spelled K-O-R-I-R-U-N-K-E-L.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Runkel. Do you know a person named Erica Patterson?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
How do you know that person?
from the shelter,
What shelter are you talking about?
women's shelter,
What city is the women's shelter in?
Waukesha.
And when did you meet Erica Patterson?
Around probably October.
Yeah, I can see my future in her forehead. I can see my future. I can see all the way to Judgment Day in her forehead.
I think.
Okay. You are not used to testifying in court, right?
Not really.
I'm going to ask you to scoot a little bit forward. The nice lady in front of you is.
Microphone a little closer. I think that'll help.
Well, we know that
We
she's
just have
not
to make sure that
the
everybody can hear,
sharpest knife in the
especially the
drawer.
court reporter
That
in
was,
front of you because she's writing everything down. Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So can you answer, when did you meet Erica Patterson?
Either October or November.
Of what year?
21 this year.
2021?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet her at the women's shelter that you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Look at him.
Okay. What was your living arrangements at the shelter?
Okay, it wasn't this year. It was last year, I think.
2021.
Yeah.
And what were your living arrangements at the women's shelter?
Lord bless
we
her
were bunking
mind.
together.
You and Erica?
Yeah.
While you were bunking together with Erica at the women's shelter, did Erica ever talk about a boyfriend of hers?
It wasn't her boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Did she ever talk about a man?
Yeah.
And did she ever provide the name of that man?
Yeah.
What was it?
Darrell Brooks.
Okay. Were you with Erica on the afternoon of November 21st, 2021?
Yes, until I split up with her.
Okay. Can you tell us where you were with Erica before you split up with her?
I forgot what park it was, but we were at like the park where the dragonfly was, except for we were at the docks.
Is that in Waukesha?
Yeah.
Okay. And the docks, are you talking about a river?
Yeah.
So the park by the river?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you doing with Erica in the park?
Hanging out.
Okay. Was anybody with you?
Yeah. Kyle.
Okay. And you mentioned that you split up with Erica at some point. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you remember why?
To go hang out with Nick.
Do you know Nick's last name?
Kirby.
And Erica didn't go with you?
No.
Okay. So what happened after you split up with Erica?
She met up with Darrell.
How do you know that?
Because she was on the phone with him and they said that they were going to meet up.
Now, before that
Hey,
day,
Monica.
November 21st, had you ever met Darrell Brooks?
No.
You'd only heard his name from Erica?
Yeah.
After you split up with Erica and she went to hang out with Darrell, did Erica ever contact you or Nick after that point?
Yeah.
How did that contact take place? Did she like see you or did she call you? How
No,
did that
she
happen?
called me on my cell phone.
Okay. And what was the nature of that conversation?
It's probably the most her brain has worked since high school. Because she seemed like that she's a stoner or she might drink a lot. But there's some mind-altering substances going on. And that's short-circuiting her brain. I mean, it's like the lights are on, but no one is home. Like no one is home.
That he was beating her up and he was
Uh-oh.
following her.
Okay. What did you do when you learned this information from Erica?
Me and Nick started running to where she told us she was,
Where was that?
by the school. I
Okay.
forgot what school it was, but it was by the school.
All right.
She was
Did
a
you
terrible
find her?
witness.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you found her?
Right in front of the school.
Okay. Do you remember what was happening when you found her?
He was swerving into her.
When you say he, who are you talking about?
Darrell.
Darrell, the person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord Jesus, help her.
Did you hear Darrell saying anything to Erica at that time?
He was yelling at her to get back in the car.
Okay. Did she?
No. She tried, but I pulled her away.
Okay. Before you testified today, you reviewed a couple of surveillance videos. Is that right?
Yeah. No, not today, but a while ago.
Lord
A while
Jesus,
ago, not
Yeah.
today.
help her.
I'd like to put Exhibit 3 up on the screen for the witness for identification.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that forehead is so shiny. I need sunglasses to look at her forehead. She looks so confused. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why am I here? I'm supposed to be in the bed smoking weed right now. Eating a bag of Lay's. No, she the type that she eats
So, Ms. Runkel, we're going to play a few
Pringles.
moments from this video.
got a
I
tub
want
of
you to
Pringles.
watch and see if it's the same video that you've reviewed previously. Okay, so we're just going to play about 10 seconds here.
I could just tell that's her walking up.
Okay, let's pause there. So you viewed this video. Is it an accurate depiction of how the events unfolded in front of the school you're talking about?
Yeah.
We'll move Exhibit 3 into evidence and ask to publish.
Any objection, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, my objection would be, you've only played 5 seconds of the video, whereas the other 5, you just said 10 seconds that you would play. I'm curious to see the rest of the video.
You're
Are you crazy? You want them to redact out stuff, dummy. Yeah, she definitely eat hot Cheetos or Takis. She seems like the Takis type, and Takis and Mountain Dew.
objection is noted. It's overruled. This is for foundation to establish it's what the witness is going to testify about. She's testified. It's a fair and accurate depiction of what the events that unfolded in her presence. And I will receive Exhibit 3. Permission to publish is granted.
Hey, do y'all remember when KFC came out with that sandwich, that double down sandwich, that it was instead of bread, you had 2 things of chicken, and then the middle was it was some abomination. I think it was some sort of sauce and a bunch of cheese. But she seems like that she was who that sandwich was marketed for. Her.
All right, we're going to hit play from the beginning.
There go Erica limping by, living the
Here's
boot
his
life.
car.
Let's hit a pause.
There go the little girl.
Let's hit pause. We're at 16 seconds. We saw a person wearing a blue shirt walking from the left. Do you know who that person is?
Erica.
Erica Patterson.
Yeah.
And when you said there's his car, what car were you referring to?
The other one. The
And do you
SUV.
know who was driving that car?
Darrell.
Darrell Brooks?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, this would have been the first time you ever saw Darrell Brooks. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
The only reason why I said she's living the boot life because I was living the boot life. You know, remember? Well, I don't know if he was here at the time, but remember I broke my toe back in like April, so I had a little boot on, so I recognized the boot limp. So we live in the boot life.
We're going to resume from that point, but wait until I pause again to speak again, okay?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So we'll play from 16 seconds.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Whatever. I do it again. I run all you motherfuckers over again. I don't care. And I look good too, don't I? I look good. I mean, he's rolling his eyes hard. I wonder, let me go back. You see how hard he rolling his eyes? I wonder if he been touching himself in an inappropriate place and he's having a groovy feeling. I mean, don't you roll your eyes when it's particularly good? So I mean, this seems like it's a like he's there. He's there. And I can't move, you know, and I don't want anybody to see my hands moving, but you know, I'm kind of wiggling in my seat. I feel a little something, something. She looking like, I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. Oh, if I could beat his ass right now, I'll reach to the TV and whoop his ass. Yep, that's why she was in the boot. Hey, trunk monkey. Oh, she looks so disgusted. Like, I hate this bitch. Call him all type of names in her head. Well, if thoughts are there. He's like, yeah, I'd do it again. I'd run her over again. If Eric was here right now, I'd run her over again. I'd run all you motherfuckers over again. She should have challenged me. So she got what she deserved. Are y'all done yet? Y'all gonna be through with this yet? Y'all done seen enough? Y'all gonna play the whole thing? Y'all gonna play the whole thing? Oh God, I wish y'all hurry up. Y'all see this video. Didn't nothing happen. But you know what? That's fucked up though. Y'all playing this. It's fucked up y'all playing this because y'all know that wasn't me. But if it was me, Erica deserved it. And then y'all want to try to have that narrative that the white dude tried to beat me up. Like I was scared or something. And y'all know I'm a blood gang.
Let's pause there. Pause at 2 minutes and 44 seconds. During that clip, we saw a red SUV towards the top of the screen. Is that right?
Yeah.
And did you recognize that vehicle?
Yeah, that was Darrell's.
Okay. Yeah. We see now at this stoppage point, we can see two people on the upper right-hand corner. Do you know who those people are?
Me and Nick.
Do you know which one you are?
The one with the green gloves.
So left or right?
I think
As we're
the
looking.
one up in front.
And then there's a person with a white hood. Do you know who that is?
That's Nick.
Okay, so you're the other one on the left?
Yeah.
All right. And you saw Erica?
Yeah.
All right. Let's resume playing at 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Get him, girl. She's like, my hand itching right now. I want to smack this hoe right now. My hand is itching. I want to smack her right now. I want to smack him right now. Let this little bitch go. Driving in his mobile home. Yes, right, motherfucker. I'm going to kill all of y'all. Y'all need to get in front of my car. I'm going to run y'all all over.
Pause to 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Who's the person in the gray hooded sweatshirt?
That's Darrell.
The objection's overruled. Her answer may stand.
That's Darrell.
How far away would you say your face was from Darrell's face at this point in the video?
I was chesting up.
Uh-oh.
Chesting up?
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Do you see Darrell Brooks either in the courtroom or on any monitors in the courtroom right now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, and actually for this point, I would ask that the court order the defendant to remove his mask.
Take it
Mr.
off.
Brooks, your order to remove your mask.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Mr. Brooks,
Take it off, bitch. Bend over. Let me see it.
we talked about this at a prior hearing. For purposes of identification, your order to unmask.
Come on, take it off. Take it off.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Look at your ugly Keebler elf looking.
So now I'll
face
re-ask that
ass.
question. Ms. Runkel, do you see Darrell, the person you're talking about in the video, either in the courtroom or on a monitor in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you tell us where?
In orange.
On the monitor in front of you?
Yeah.
I'd ask the record reflect that the witnesses identified the defendant.
Yeah, you know, he got the kid.
So reflect.
He got the
Mr.
kid.
Brooks, you can remask.
No, man. Got the
Set
kid,
play
man.
and resume at 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, get your bitch ass in the car and run off. Go and try and find Snap, Crackle, or Pop.
All right, we've reached the end. Ms. Runkel, can you tell us what was happening in that last portion of the video we just watched?
Well, before Erica, me, and Nick showed up in the camera, that's when I ran after Erica from getting ran over, and then she tried to jump in the car with him. And then I ended up chesting up to him. And then we ended up going at it.
Uh-oh.
So yeah,
How would you describe the level of your volume during that interaction?
like, what do you mean?
Were you yelling?
Come on.
I'd say yeah,
Was Mr. Brooks yelling?
yeah.
Was anybody else in that video, either Nick or Erica, were they yelling?
Erica was telling me to stop.
Okay. And what happened after the physical confrontation with Mr. Brooks?
Nick pulled me away,
And then what happened?
and then Brooks walked off
Did you see where he went?
into his car.
The red SUV in the video we
Yeah.
just watched?
Into his mama's car. His mama's car. Not his car, his mama's car.
Was there anybody else in the SUV at that point that you saw?
No.
And what happened next?
After that, it
They're
was
great
like
Tic
he
Tacs,
headed out.
Inga. Not just Tic Tacs,
Okay.
they're great.
Did
Tic
Mr.
Tacs.
Brooks say anything to you or Erica or Nick as he was leaving?
He told Erica he was. Oh,
The basis for your objection, you said objection, right?
Is hearsay.
There you go.
Is it being offered for the truth of the matter certain?
Well, it's a statement by a party opponent.
You almost
so it's
got
not
one.
just-
Oh, it's his statement, sorry. I think I misheard what she said. All right. The objection is overruled. If it's, she may testify as to words that you spoke on this occasion. Go ahead.
he told Erica that he was gonna find her and he was gonna kill her.
I believe it too. I believe he said that shit too.
Can we pull up Exhibit 5 for the witness, please?
What's funny about that? That's funny that you on trial for killing 6 people and injuring dozens more, and the brain dead girl says Darrell said that he was gonna kill her. He's gonna find her and kill her, and that's funny. That's funny. Oh, okay.
Can we pull up Exhibit 5 for the witness, please?
Okay. Munchkin. Ain't nothing about this trial funny. He laughed at when she said that Darrell threatened Erica and said that he was going to
Well,
find
I
her.
guess while we're waiting on that,
That's what he
did you
laughed.
at any point come into contact with police or a police officer after Mr. Brooks left the scene that we just watched?
I forgot what that guy was at, the little stoppers, like where it stopped everybody. But we came into contact with him, and then he called the police officer, and then we had contact with the police officer.
Okay. At any point while Mr. Brooks was still present for the scuffle, did you or anybody else in your group call the police?
No.
Yeah, he knows the jury there. He's just stupid. Hey, B. Blanco. He looking. I'm trying to get my paperwork together
For preview mode.
I'm gonna get this hoe as soon as it's my turn. And she thinks she gonna say it with me. You hold still. Quit wiggling.
I will confirm it's in front of mine and the witnesses monitor or on our monitor.
All right, Ms. Runkel, I'm showing you on your monitor a photograph that's been marked as State Exhibit number 5. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes,
Who's in that photograph?
Erica.
Erica Patterson? Is that an accurate representation of how Erica looked the night of November 21st, so after the Waukesha Christmas Parade?
Yes.
She
Will
was
Exhibit
pissed too.
5 into evidence and ask to publish?
Any objection?
Yep, on the grounds of
What?
that is hearsay.
You're saying.
The objection's noted. It's overruled. Exhibit 5 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
You see her? She rubbing her hands together. She ready to. Oh, look at her. She ready to go upside his head right now. Ooh, y'all better leave her alone.
Were you with
Hey,
Erica
ambitious.
Patterson the day before the parade, so November 20th?
Yes.
Did she have a swollen left eye on November 20th?
No.
I want to go back to the issue of
Hey, sissy.
police and whether or not you had contact with them. Can you
Mm.
describe in a little bit more detail what exactly happened with law enforcement after the defendant left the scene that we just watched?
I'm not sure where we walked, but like I think we walked straight down to the parade. I'm not sure, but we stopped at these like stoppers where there was this I don't know what he's called. It's not a cop, but he was like a guard, and we ended up telling him that what happened, that Erica almost got ran over. I had to pull her away from the car, and he ended up calling the cops. He told us, hold on, let me call the cops, and a cop came, and we started talking to him.
Okay, but you don't, or do you remember the name of the officer that you spoke with?
I do not.
Okay. That's all the questions I have for this witness.
Get off of
All
my.
right, Mr. Brooks, do you have any questions for this witness?
I sure do.
I sure do.
So, my first question would be,
Come on.
you seem to be unclear about when you met Erica. Would you say it was roughly October or November because you wasn't sure which one?
Roughly in between.
Roughly in between.
Yeah.
Um,
I know it was before Christmas.
Yeah, before you killed everybody, yes. That's what I would have said.
Do you? Well, you just said that you had never seen her quote unquote boyfriend or whoever she was referring to as that before
Oh, that bothered him. That when they asked about, did she say that she had a boyfriend? And then Corey said, no, she didn't say she had a boyfriend. He bothered by that.
The Christmas parade, is that correct?
That was the Christmas parade was November, right?
He's asking you if you had seen
Not before, but the Christmas parade was November. I'm just asking, right? Okay, so no.
Did she? Do you want her to restate her answer? She answered. She confirmed your question.
I wanted to be direct.
Okay, no, I have not.
So you just testified that you can identify who was driving the said vehicle as soon as you saw the video played. If you've never seen
What?
the driver before that day, how would you even know who it was?
Bitch, she was there. That's how she know. Oh Lord. Yeah.
I'll object. That is not a clear question. This is just going to confuse the witness. It's confused me.
Also state it, Mr. Brooks, rephrase the question, please.
Would you play the video again, the first 10 seconds? I'm guessing that it was.
The exhibit 3.
Exhibit 3. You want us to look? You want the first 10 seconds of exhibit played?
Show the witness the first couple of seconds of the.
All right, it's up.
Now you just testified.
Hold on, it's playing. You want it to stop now?
Stop.
Okay,
You
Put the
just
first 13 seconds for the witness.
thank you.
you just testified that as soon as you saw the vehicle come into the camera view, you said, "Oh, there's his car." How would you know whose car it was if you've never seen this person before that day?
Can you understand the question?
Yeah,
Go ahead and answer.
because I was told that she was going to meet up with Darrell Brooks.
So you were told this.
Can y'all hear me?
directly
Oh yeah,
from
okay.
Erica.
Yes.
Did at any time she ever tell you what kind of car he had and what kind of car he would be meeting up with her with, quote unquote?
No.
I'm sure that she said he driving, he gonna be in a raggedy piece of shit with his clothes and extension cords and his TV in the car.
So how can you identify that it was the said person's car if you had no knowledge of what vehicle this said person would be driving, or who the person even was, or who what the person even looked like?
Hey, Miss Tanya.
How would you know?
Because I was told it was Darrell Brooks.
And her eyes.
And so you were told that it was this name, but you were able to identify the vehicle and the person on the first day that you ever saw them.
Objection
Is that-
asked and answered.
What a clever question, that she wouldn't remember a very traumatic day, and she wouldn't remember what the hell car you drove and what names that you were being called when they were talking to you and were fighting you. They wouldn't possibly know any of that just because it happened to you. Okay.
Let him finish his question.
Unfortunately, yes, Miss Tanya, he's alive.
Again, as soon as the car came into camera view, you immediately said on the record just a few minutes ago, "Oh, there's his car." Who is his? Who were you referring to?
Darrell Brooks.
You bitch!
And you would be able to know that that was, quote unquote, Darrell Brooks just by seeing the car come into the view of the camera?
I'll object based on an asked and answered question.
Sustained. Mr. Brooks, are you trying to ask her whether at the moment in time she first saw the SUV, did she know who was driving? That would be a relevant question.
Did you know who was driving the SUV that you saw when you saw it?
Not in court, but when you first saw it on that date.
Hey, Labitos.
Yes,
Welcome.
because I don't see why Erica would be talking to anybody else and getting yelled at by
Well, hold
somebody
on, ma'am.
else.
But did you know at that moment
Go ahead,
who was
Corey.
driving the car?
Yes.
And how would you know that? You just said that you had no knowledge of
Come on.
the vehicle that
Uh-huh.
whoever Erica was meeting up with would be driving. So how would you know that?
Objection asked and answered and argumentative.
Yeah. Her answer previously, Mr. Brooks, was she's basing that on what someone told her.
Now, as slow as Corey is, even she understands this is stupid. She's amused by this.
Not based on what she saw at that point. That's at least how I took it.
So Erica told you the vehicle
The vehicle. Mhm.
and how the vehicle would look.
She's like,
You
any
understand
place
the
else
question?
I could be, anywhere.
Say that again.
Mr. Brooks,
Erica, I'm
restate
sorry,
the
Your Honor.
question. No, that's okay. Restate the question, sir.
So let's back up a little bit.
Back all the way up.
Erica told you that she was meeting up with this Darrell Brooks, correct? That's what you said, right?
Correct.
And did she at any time tell you what vehicle this person would be driving and how the vehicle looked?
She did not.
Oh, let him go. Set him free.
So, the first time you saw the vehicle, did you know who was driving the vehicle?
Yes, when she told me. When she told
What
me.
he's asking you though is, did you know based on personal observation,
Oh, no,
not
not
based on what
personal
someone told you?
observation. Wait. So personal observation.
Help of God.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay, yeah.
Help of God.
So let's just make sure the record's clear what your answer is.
It's based on what I was told when I met her up with her.
So it was told.
That's been established. It's been established what was told. So next question.
No, I was going to a different question. I didn't get to it.
Bitch, go.
Get fees.
I'm trying to.
Oh, we
You were
started.
told after the vehicle drove away and you and Erica were alone. Is that when you were told?
Yes.
So it'd be fair to say that before you were told this, after the vehicle drove away, you did not know who was driving the vehicle, correct? Would that be fair to say?
Oh, I had a suspicion it was Darrell.
You had a suspicion or did you know?
Had a suspicion until I
So
asked
you
her.
didn't know.
Objection, argumentative.
Yeah, so we've kind of been a little bit circular here. So the objection is sustained. I think we need to be clear, Mr. Brooks, when you ask your questions about what point in time. It's one thing to talk about when she first sees the vehicle because there's been no contact between her and the vehicle, but it's a different point in time when it's later. So you need to make clear at what point in time you're referring to so that your question is clear.
Hell, he don't know.
You identified the alleged defendant in court.
Here we go.
Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And the alleged defendant that you identified was the same
You.
person that you saw driving the vehicle
You.
that day.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
The video also shows that, well, let me back up.
Back that ass up.
Matter of fact, let me ask a different question.
Yeah, it's probably
You
wise.
made reference to hanging out with Erica in a park, correct?
Yes.
With maybe one other person
Yeah.
present?
Yes.
Thank you.
hanging out, what were you guys actually doing?
Drinking?
So would it be fair to say that because of alcohol being involved, that there may have been a misinterpretation of what you saw?
No.
What you thought you saw?
Objection calls for speculation.
She have to be a high off of grain alcohol, in addition to like every drug known to man, in order to be confused about you. Fool.
The question, the way it's asked,
Makes
calls
no
for
sense.
speculation. If you could please rephrase it.
Oh, I'll ask it different. How
Come on.
how much were you drinking? Was it a few beers, a bottle,
Half a
something to that
pint.
effect? Half a pint.
She drink
Do you
everybody
remember
under the
what you were
table.
drinking?
Vodka.
Do you remember if Erica was drinking?
She was.
I'm getting answers.
And you said that you separated at one point to go hang with another person. I can't remember the name, but would that be fair to say that you separated from Erica to go hang out with another person?
I did say that.
Was that person also drinking that day?
No.
Oh.
Did that person overhear any conversation between you and Erica?
No.
Come on.
Would that be the same person that was saw in the video?
Yes.
That whooped your ass, yes.
So that would be Nick. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And is it true that you did give a statement about what you saw and heard that day?
Yes.
Is that fair to say? Would it be fair to say that in this statement that you gave,
His accent is called stupid.
you never mentioned the person that you saw driving make any threats? Would that be fair to say?
I never mentioned.
Well, I have the statement right here.
Come on, read the statement.
Would it be fair to say that the statement that you gave that day, that you do not say in your statement that you heard any threats being made or yelled towards Erica? Would that be fair to say?
Possibly.
So do you remember giving a statement?
I remember giving a statement.
Do you remember what you said in your statement?
I do.
So I'm gonna ask you again because I just asked.
Which you
I
asked?
have your statement in front of me. You did not mention any threats being yelled or made towards Erica. Would that be fair to say?
I did mention some.
Uh-oh.
What exactly did you mention?
Idiot.
That you were yelling at her,
Idiot.
saying that you were gonna kill her and
Idiot.
to get in the car.
Idiot.
And that's in your statement.
Yes.
Would you like me to read your statement to you?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
So I'll object based on the procedure that the defendant is employing at this point.
Sure. Mr. Brooks, there is a procedure. I can have the state bring up her statement, I hope electronically, to show her. It would,
That
and
would be
then
fine, Your Honor.
all right.
Bring it up for her to see.
You'll want to direct her to what part. You can ask her to review it, ask her if that refreshes her recollection, and then you can ask her a question.
See, it's in that
Or
book
even
that you
show
won't
her
read.
that and ask a direct question about it would be another way.
Okay, this is not it right.
No, they'll get it up. It just takes a moment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's
Come on, pimpin'. Oh yeah, Darrell definitely kills brain cells. Listen to him talk.
So are we sure we can't get the front? Because we tested that twice yesterday and this morning, and it should have worked. We sure we can't get the front?
Hey, EMWR.
I have it selected right now and I see a black box.
They have to connect it though. You can stand it for a minute. Do you need a water?
No.
She's like, I'm ready to go.
Stand for a second.
I'm just ready to go. Like she over there shopping for vacuum cleaners. That's what it looked like, kinda. Hey, Mike. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Technology in this courtroom, and it's great when it works, but it's a lot to get used to.
Hey, Beverly.
Excuse me, Your Honor, if I may ask you, are we still on the record right now, or we are? Okay.
We are. We're just taking a stretch break, but we're still on the record. Why they?
Okay. I was gonna say something to the bailiff, and I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Oh.
Do you want me to mute you for a second so you can?
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't really want shit no way.
When will I be allowed to come back into the court so I can see everything?
You have earned your right to come back, sir. I mean, I can bring you back if you want to finish your questioning here.
I do.
He's like, I'm ready.
We'll take a short break for you to do that.
Look at my baby. He's like, I'm ready. Bring his ass back in here. Bring his dusty ass back in here. I want to see him. I'm going to put him on the floor.
Excuse the jury for a moment. We'll be in recess as far as the cameras are concerned.
Blah, 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 blah.
But the police report.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Look at this bitch. Can't stand his ass.
Out the jury, if we need to talk procedure, or Attorney Wichow, if there was something you wanted to address.
Thank you. I think there may have been some misunderstanding on the nature of this statement in question. This witness provided a statement to a police detective who then wrote a police report summarizing the statement. So the proper method at this point for the defendant would be to confront her by orally quoting from that, asking if she said or didn't say these things.
See how helpful they are. They was helping his little simple-minded ass and telling him the procedure to refresh a witness. Giving you procedure. We law school on the job.
To show her this statement isn't we're not refreshing her recollection. She didn't write this.
I see. So I didn't know that, but that certainly makes a lot of sense. Mr. Brooks, did you hear what Attorney Wichow just said about the procedure?
No.
Is it a way to verify that is in fact procedure? Just to be clear for the record.
In that book, the book right here. That's how you verify. Right here. This, while your brain is on basic duty. But yep, right here, bitch. Right here. Use your eyes.
Can we verify it?
I had referenced earlier that I thought you were trying, we might be showing her the statement to help refresh her recollection, but I don't have any of the statements in front of me, and I wasn't aware that it's the police report that may be referenced as written by someone other than this witness. She wrote a statement apparently, but the police report is a summary of her statement. So
how it that kind of makes it problematic though. You could probably see what I'm getting at, Your Honor, by if it's a summary of what she said,
Do you have the statement do you have a written statement of hers?
Yes, I'm trying to get back to it.
Well, get back to
I
it.
got a lot of stuff coming up.
I know.
Once he finds the statement, I suggest that Mr. Brooks read directly from the statement the portions that he's asking the witness about and ask her if she did or didn't say those things he's reading.
Bitch, he helping you. You be writing this down. You be listening instead of sliding papers back and forth. The same 5 sheets of paper. You keep sliding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You need to be listening.
Does the state have it available to put on the monitor if he's having difficulty finding his copy?
That's ridiculous.
Let's
You
do
just
that,
had
please.
it.
What was that? I missed that last part. I'm sorry.
I wasn't listening.
It'll be on the monitor in front of you. Oh, we can, yeah, there you go. If you can't find, this is this.
Sit your booty hurt. That's why you can't sit down. Uh-huh. And he laughing again. Y'all see he laughing. Like, what is
I want you to
funny?
read that to yourself and see if that helps you formulate a question.
First of all, Bazzini, I don't appreciate you trying to besmirch Alonzo from training day. I had a lot of great quotes from Alonzo, and Alonzo was smart enough to arrange a whole conspiracy with a new recruit and kill him. And he raised, I don't know how many millions it was before it got stolen, of course, but he raised all these millions of dollars in one afternoon. Don't be talking about Alonzo. Don't talk about my boy. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
You need to scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at him. You know he reading, his head going back and forth.
All right. That's all I need.
Okay. Do you want any part of this shown to the witness?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to go to that top part that I read
No.
first.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I think we were talking about, he doesn't need to refresh. I don't think it's been established he would need to refresh her recollection yet. She's testified from her memory. So you can use what's in this statement, sir, to formulate questions on cross-examination. And you can use leading questions.
He don't know what that
at this
means.
point, I don't need to show it to her, but you can ask questions. We'll bring the jury back out and you can continue.
Would this be left up for me to see though? Wow.
We can leave it up.
We can leave it up.
Okay.
Is the part that's up sufficient, or do you need to scroll up? Does the state need to scroll up a little bit for you?
I would only need this part that's on my screen now,
Okay.
and then you whoever's strolling, stroll down a little bit past that to the second part.
How about that? You should be able to see both parts.
Go
now.
ahead and stroll.
Starts with in summary near the top.
Yeah.
And then that's page 2 of 5, and then down below, presumably it says 3 of 5, but
Come on, bitchy Smurf. Get it
I'd
together.
like to bring the jury up, so let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's have the jury brought back in.
Bitch boy Smurf.
Mr. Brooks, you're
Come
doing
on.
a good job, Ed.
I'm
Coming up with questions and
attentive.
following the process, and I appreciate you asking to come back over here.
Go ahead and kiss his forehead. Tell him he's a good boy. Ugh.
Hot.
Ugh. And your breath stank too. Put that shit back on. Mm-hmm. Save the courtroom. Save them. My folks didn't do nothing to you. Mm-hmm. His whole body is biological warfare. We could drop Darrell into any war zone, and he would clear it out. Open his mouth or lifting up his arms, he'll clear it out. And get convicted for, tried and convicted for war crimes. The jury walking in and he doing this stupid shit. Look, we reading. I with my head back and forth, with my head back and forth, my head back and forth. We reading, yep. Typewriter head ass bitch. My head back and forth. I got my head back and forth. Come on. Went all the way over. Okay. Oh, there we go. We back. Ooh. Hooked on phonics work for me. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. All right.
All right, thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
So I guess that was his way of standing for the jury, being quote unquote respectful, even though he wasn't standing for the jury or being respectful. But we're all so stupid that we wouldn't notice that he is standing there reading whatever the hell he's reading, and he's leaned over, like his booty hole got blown out the night before.
Right. Mr. Brooks, when you're ready, please continue with your cross-exam.
Okay. I'm gonna give everybody time to settle back in for a few seconds.
Oh, that's so wonderful of you. Thank you for being so thoughtful. Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome. Ugly ass tattoo.
So, Miss, is it Runkel?
Bitch, you know her name.
You stated earlier that when you were hanging out with Erica at the park that you were drinking, right?
I did.
Yeah.
And you also stated that you guys separated and you went to go hang out with someone else.
With Nick. Yes.
With Nick. You did state that Nick wasn't drinking, right?
Yes.
So
Come on.
I want to ask.
Exit.
Earlier, when I asked, I think you were asked by Attorney Whitchild if you heard any yelling or anything being yelled at Eric, or I'll forget how you phrased the question, but
Because you
did
didn't
you
listen.
hear any yelling or anything directed towards you guys? And do you remember what you said?
I heard that you were yelling at Erica, telling her to get in the car, and that you were going to kill her. That was you were going to kill her was after the fact that you headed out, but that's probably not what you're asking.
Why the hell did you ask that question yet again? She already told you that you threatened to kill Erica. Now you're asking that again. Lord.
The fact of you were yelling at her, telling her to get in the car, was the time when you were around. Oh, I mean, sorry, Brooks was around.
Brooks or you? You said you, and then you said Brooks.
That's both you. You bitch, and Brooks bitch. It's all you. They both you.
But you did state that you had never seen Brooks before November 21st of 2021. Would that be fair to say?
Right.
And you also did say that you had only heard of him through Erica, correct?
Right.
Who cares?
At any time, did you ever observe any phone conversations or interactions between Erica and Brooks?
Oh, in quotes, air quotes.
Am I allowed to answer that?
He's just asking you whether you have, not the content of any of those.
I have.
Would it be fair to say that you knew a lot of details about their relationship. Would that be fair to say?
I did.
Why are you asking this?
What is specifically did you know before November 21st, 2021?
Oh, Jesus, help him, God. Help him, God. Help him, God. This is why you need to have an attorney, folks. He just kicked the door wide open. He kicked it wide open on day one. Dumb diddy.
Mr. Brooks, I'm sure you want to ask that question.
Oh,
Think about some of the pretrial rulings I've made.
oh no.
Let me rephrase
Yeah,
that.
I'm on you.
Okay, good idea.
I'm sorry, I'm new.
What you mean you knew? You knew to actually speaking in court? Because you're certainly not new to being a criminal and being in court. Because you've had crimes going on for years. So you ain't new to that. Don't be playing.
So you're in your statement that I'm looking at right here on the screen, it says, it is Runkel, right?
Yes.
I don't want to mispronounce your name. It says Runkel
Come on,
further
shock him.
stated that she heard Brooks
You.
telling Erica he was going to smash her face in and that he was going to kill her.
Yes.
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
Hold on 1 second. Didn't he say when he was in the other courtroom that wasn't in her statement? Because he was like, you want me to read it to you? Are you sure you said that in your statement? So now you're reading the statement yourself because you're looking at it and you're saying what she said that you said. Okay.
Is that what you heard?
Yes.
So you didn't hear what you just testified to hearing?
No.
Or did you hear what I just read to you?
I heard that after you were leaving.
After.
Not that what you just read. I heard that after you were leaving.
You do know that this is your statement that I'm reading from, right?
I do.
We've established that, and this is argumentative.
Sustained. Rephrase.
I'm trying to figure out which one did you hear?
She just told your bitch ass.
Vague.
Did you hear the I'm going to smash your face in, or did you hear what you previously said?
You said them both.
Well, I heard when you were sitting there arguing with her, I heard that.
Who is the you you're referring
Oh,
to?
I'm sorry. Brooks said that
You bitch.
when he was arguing with Erica.
And you claim that you,
Come on.
it says right here, but through knowing Patterson, she did know that Brooks was Erica Patterson's boyfriend. Did she ever tell you that Brooks was her boyfriend?
She said I'm sorry. She said Brooks was her ex.
Uh-oh. Look, she took a little pleasure in that. Brooks' little Nosferatu heart just crumbled up and died because you tried to kill her.
I'm a little confused.
I'm confused too.
By the statement and then the testimony right now.
Objection. That's not a question.
Sustained.
Sustained.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Brooks, you need to formulate a question for the witness.
Did you ever hear, man, this is coming from your statement. Runkel stated that after a short dispute between her, Kirby, I guess that would be referring to Nick.
Who else would it be?
After a short dispute between her, Kirby, and Brooks, she saw Brooks get back into the red SUV and heard him saying something to the effect of, I don't swear, so F you, effing bees, you're dead. Did you at any time hear anything like that?
God should have shocked you right there for telling that lie. Well, I don't curse. I don't use profanity. He should have shocked your ass right then and there. Lying hoe.
Yes.
So when you just testified,
okay, come on.
Why did that part of your statement never come up Why did you never say that?
Because it probably wasn't brought up
Duh.
at that time,
Duh.
but it's in my memory.
So what all exactly did you hear?
I heard what you
Hold
were
on,
saying.
we heard you say at this time, like the question's not
What
clear to me,
all-
like what time frame, who are we talking about?
When, because in the video it's clear that
Hold on, go back to your question. I didn't mean for you to not ask it. I just want to make sure I understand specifically who you're asking this witness about statements that were made.
I'm asking about who she said was the individual driving the vehicle.
Well, it's different than what you
Okay.
just asked. So if you
Well,
want to change and
Because
go
you
to that,
just
that's
gave,
fine.
you just clarified it a little bit. So
Oh, I got plenty of
what
videos of you
exactly
dropping the
did you
F-bomb.
hear coming from the individual who was driving the vehicle?
I'm sorry, can we just clarify at what point we're talking about?
Exactly.
At the point that I guess I would refer back to the video at that point that we saw on the video.
So what point of the video? There's lots of points. That was many minutes long.
Roughly,
He don't know.
I'm not sure, I think it was
Can you describe what part of the video you
the
want?
part of the
her to talk about?
video when that she testified to where she said she had the green gloves and
So
she was
in the beginning of the video?
no, it was like towards the middle. She was standing in the street and she said she had the green gloves because I think somebody asked her which one was she,
Right.
and she
I
said
remember
the
that.
one with the green gloves.
I remember that.
At that point,
Girl, bye.
did you observe anything being said out of said vehicle? Did you hear anything being yelled or screamed or anything like that at that point?
Well, before I showed up, I heard yelling.
You heard yelling before you showed up.
Yeah, because like before I showed up into the video.
So how far were you down the street that you were able to hear what was being said?
Objection.
Not
Calls for effect, not in evidence. She didn't say what she heard, what she said.
Hey,
She didn't say she
Charlene.
could understand what was
Welcome.
said.
She can answer the question. I'm going to overrule it. I understand what the state is saying, but I think he's trying to establish where she was at that point in time. So go ahead and answer.
Oh, he looks psychotic.
no, okay. I was right where you pulled up the second time.
Uh-oh. She said you.
Are you sure you know what I was asking?
It was not entirely clear to maybe all of us, but I was trying to give
No
you
one
some
knows what you're
leeway.
asking.
So
I knew you understood where I was going with that.
And see, look, I know you know because you smart and I'm smart. I'm the smartest motherfucker in here. So you follow along. Everybody else some dumbasses. So I know that you know what's happening, Judge Snowflake. I know you know.
Were you at a, let me say it like this, were you at a distance before you came into that video? Like approximately how far away were you from the vehicle and from Erica before you heard anything being yelled or screamed, as you said?
I was at a distance.
So would it be fair to say that it would be hard to hear the conversation that was being had?
Not really.
Uh-oh.
Brooks was yelling pretty loud.
Oh.
So you were able to hear the gist of the conversation from the distance that you were at?
Yes.
Even with a parade going on and a street full of people,
Y'all
you were
were at the
able to
parade,
hear from a
ho.
distance, which you just said you were at a distance, you were able to hear the gist of the conversation.
The parade was nowhere close.
Thank you.
answer the question. Were you able to hear?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Nice try, though.
You were able to hear, even testifying that you were drinking vodka.
Yes.
Vodka affects your hearing?
What else did you hear?
Dumbass.
At what point and by whom?
At the same point, what did you hear from Erica
Ugh.
at that point?
I don't remember.
But you remember hearing something from the driver of the vehicle who was inside of the car. But you don't remember what you heard from Erica, who was outside of the car and would be more easier to hear.
Okay. Thank you for being specific at that. I remember Erica sitting there telling me that she wanted to go.
So she was telling you that from you being at a distance.
No, she was right next to me. That was when she was walking towards. She said, "Come on, let's go."
At what point was that? Because you just testified that you were at a distance.
Objection, argumentative. I'm also going to object to the manner in which this defendant is asking this witness these questions. He's intentionally misleading her. He's trying to confuse her.
So basically, Zach is saying, y'all know that Corey Runkel is not the brightest bulb in the box, and it didn't take a whole lot of breadcrumbs for it to go down the wrong trail. So, we need to rein this in a little bit because she's a little slow.
Mr. Brooks, the purpose of cross-examination is to ask questions that are relevant, test her credibility, other things like that. It gets to be a little confusing, at times maybe a little argumentative. I don't have all the reports in front of me, so I can't say whether it's misleading or not. But ask a direct question. You're able to ask leading questions so that she can answer directly. Be as specific as you can, time, place, circumstances. It's helpful for all.
I mean, the video is very clear that
you can't testify right now, right? You can't make an argument about the video. So your opinion about it right now, that's not appropriate.
He's like,
keep going.
He's like, white bitch, shut the fuck up. And look, white bitch, why are you talking to me? Shut the fuck up. You know what the hell I'm doing. Shut up and let me do this.
Not appropriate.
I want to
keep going. For the record, the objection was sustained.
You made a reference to being a reference to chesting up with the driver of the vehicle.
You hoe.
What was said at that point between you and who you were chesting up with?
Well, I'm not going to go back to that, but I was sitting there saying that you shouldn't be hitting a woman. No, Brooks should not be hitting a woman. And Brooks was saying that Erica Patterson is not a woman.
Woo!
Are you sure that's what you heard? At that moment, when you were chesting up, in your words?
Yes.
You're sure that's what you heard?
Yes.
What then happened from that point?
Then we started brawling it out. Oh, me and Brooks started brawling it out.
What do you mean by brawling it out?
No, threw a couple punches.
She busted beside your head.
I threw a punch. Brooks smacked me.
So did you
look on her face like, if you give me just 1 minute, I will knock his head off and it'll be behind the washer and the dryer. So you keep on. Just let me go, Judge. Let me go.
You put that in the report that you made, or the summary of the report that you gave to, I think it was Attorney Whitchaw said, a detective.
Objection, there's no evidence. This witness prepared a report or a summary.
Sustained.
Did you report that in your report?
It's something that's in my memory, but I hope I did.
Hey, Ben Rizio.
Would it be fair to say
No.
that if you had just brawled with someone and talked to a detective that you would report it? Would that be fair to say?
Can you say that again?
Would it be fair to say that if you had just had a brawl with someone and you talked to
Thank you,
police
Charlene.
directly after the brawl that you would report it? Would that be fair to say?
Okay.
Lord Jesus.
I know you're asking a question, but
Hold on, you need to ask, you do need to ask,
okay.
you do need to answer his question. It called for a yes or no answer.
Okay, it's not in the report. I specifically said.
Hold on, there's not a question though, okay?
sorry.
So that's okay.
Hey, Teresa.
Ask your next question.
Welcome to Brooksaholics Anonymous.
Would it be fair to say by the video footage that there was no brawl or punches thrown by either party? Would that be fair to say?
There was.
Can we show the witness the video again?
Are you asking her whether the video shows a brawl?
Would it be fair to say that the video shows a brawl in which you just said that punches were thrown? That'd be fair to say.
Okay, so what's a brawl to you?
You can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
I think
well,
hold on, Mr. Brooks, are you trying to ask whether are you going to confirm with her that she saw the video and then on that?
Oh, he proud of himself. He's like, I gotta. She don't know what a brawl is. And I know that there's nobody throwing punches on the video. I got this bitch now.
Video, you cannot see a brawl between her and Mr. Brooks. Is that what you're trying to get at?
A version of that, yes, but
You got to ask the questions
I
though
was
to
gonna
get to
say,
that.
can the video be shown to her again?
Ask your questions, sir.
It's a joke.
In the video that you saw,
Uh-huh.
would it be fair to say that a brawl was not depicted on that video? Would that be fair to say?
I don't know big words. What's depicted?
Can you see it in the video? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
Yes, I can see it.
You can see the brawl?
Yeah.
This fool said, I don't know big words. Lord. Just say no, kids, and stay in school and spay and neuter your pets.
I say it's a brawl. It's just like a push, looks like a push, but it was a smack. And I got up and
smacked his ass back.
You got up, so
I got up and swung.
You were knocked to the ground?
No.
So where did you get up from?
From being pushed and smacked.
So you fell to the ground?
I didn't fall to the ground.
Oh, because it didn't count. So you can smack and push somebody, but as long as they stay, upright, then it didn't count. But had she fell and was on the ground, then that would have counted as an actual smack or beating bitches. That's what that means, huh?
Answered.
Sustained. Next question, sir.
So would it be fair to say that in the video it shows you being knocked to the ground?
She just said that didn't happen.
I was not knocked to the ground. I staggered back.
Would it be? I got kind of thrown off for a second.
Because I got thought because I don't have no type of attention span. You can tell, and that's the reason why I ain't never had no real job because I can't focus.
People need to make sure their phones and other electronics are not audible.
Would it be fair to say
no
that the video does not show you being knocked to the ground at any point? Would that be a fair assessment?
So I'll object to relevance because the witness never testified that she was knocked to the ground. So this is not a question aimed at her credibility.
She just said she got knocked to the ground.
She did not.
She,
She said she got up. I'm sorry. She said she got up, which would constitute being, if you're not knocked to the ground or down,
war
you can't
words
get up.
here, Mr. Brooks.
Oh, so when you went down, you can't get up. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, she was clear. I think she clarified what it meant by getting up, and it might mean something different to you than it does to her. But we need to keep going.
So what, can I ask what is getting up? What does getting up mean to you?
Stagger back.
So it would be fair to ask you then.
Come on.
Does the video show you staggering back?
It does.
Uh-oh.
Does it show you being, as you called it, smacked?
It does.
Uh-oh.
Can we show her the video?
Yeah, play it.
Go ahead, play the video.
The judge is like, okay, if you insist, I'll play the video.
Do you want it to the jury or to her?
To her.
All
I would
right.
ask that we publish it.
I think it's an exhibit, sir, and let's publish it. Okay.
He's like, I got her. That
Your
video,
Honor, would it
none of
be
that
too
shit.
much to ask if we went straight to that part of the video?
I don't know what part it is. I don't have the time.
Yeah, we don't
I'm
know.
guessing this might be it right here.
It's coming up.
Let's just watch, and then we'll ask questions. You'll ask questions when we're done watching.
All right, so here this bitch
2
come.
minutes and 9 seconds on exhibit 3.
Here this hole. All right. They fighting. They talking. He all up in that girl face. And look, Corey, yep. They go hands up. And he smacked her. He's still talking shit. Dude trying to keep Corey from jumping on his ass. And he get his bitch ass in the vehicle.
You can stop that. That's
All right, what's the time for the stopping of the video, please?
3 minutes and 47 seconds.
It's giving the jury motives, huh?
All right, your question for her then, based on
My
that?
question would be, you just viewed the video again.
Yeah.
That'd be fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
At any time in that video,
Mm-hmm.
were you in fact smacked and staggered back?
Yes.
Can I tell the exact time?
Uh-oh.
If you know, yes. go
Hey,
ahead.
Sasha.
At 3:23.
Can we see 323?
I missed you, boo thing.
Go ahead. We'll start it a little bit before, so make sure to capture it. You should be able to see the time.
24.
Okay.
Are we gonna play it again, huh? Oh, okay, that was it.
About 319 and 327.
Thank you. Your question regarding the video, sir?
My question again would be the same question.
Uh-huh.
You just saw it again.
Mm-hmm.
In the portion of the video you just saw,
Mm-hmm.
would it be fair to say
Mm-hmm.
on your part, your interpretation, that you were in fact smacked and staggered back?
Bitch, it ain't just her interpretation. It's our eyes. We all saw it. We all saw it. You pushed her, and then she came back on your ass. And she had to be restrained from getting into your ass back. What's his name? The one that he's scared that gave her some penis, gave Erica penis.
Yes.
Next question.
Are you sure you weren't over exaggerating that? It looked like a push.
Objection recommended.
Sustained.
Nick, thank you, Inga.
Would you say again what happened directly after that?
Directly after the smack,
Directly after what you say is a smack.
staggered back.
No, directly after that whole incident.
I call it get up, but I came back and swung.
She came on you like gangbusters.
Would it be fair to say that the video doesn't show any of that you just said? Would that be fair?
It shows it somewhere.
So would it be fair that you're saying your interpretation of what you just saw would constitute a brawl, as you say, or brawling it out, as you say?
Hold on, Ms. Brooks. I've given you a lot of leeway on this topic. What's the relevance of all of this at this point? I think you made your point about what happened and what didn't, and what's in the video and what's not. And the jury can ultimately decide that. You can argue it later on to the jury.
I'm sorry, I thought this.
Where are we going?
Supposed to object to that.
Shut up.
If they saw an objection, I'm a little confused about that.
Look, I'm confused because I thought the state was supposed to do it because that's every episode of Matlock and LA Law and Law and Order showed that. So court is just like it is on TV. You know, I've been seeing it all these years in jail, you know, and on lockup. So this is what y'all supposed to be doing, and y'all ain't doing it.
I need the questioning to kind of circle back to what's relevant for the trial.
Well, I thought it was relevant because of what the video is actually depicting.
And that video is going to speak for itself. It's been an exhibit.
Yes, it does.
So,
Yes, it does. It does speak for itself. It shows that you smacked her.
you've asked a lot of questions about it. So let's move on. Under 906.11, that's my authority. I'm telling you to move forward. Next line of
Did
questions.
you hear anything after as you say, brawling out? Did you hear anything coming from the vehicle? Was anything said to you directly coming from the vehicle at that point?
The vehicle.
Do you understand the question?
Would it be after you leave? Oh wait, Brooks leaves? Or when
I was
Brooks gets
clearing
in?
what I just asked after the brawling it out.
But you asked directed at her, and then you said anything from the vehicle. So that's a compound question. So you need to be specific.
Did you hear anything after the brawling it out, as you say? Did you hear anything directed towards you?
Directed towards me?
She's so confused.
Did you hear anything directed towards Nick?
Oh, now you know his name.
I remember something being said.
Do you recall what was said?
I do not.
Did you hear anything directed towards Erica?
She said that.
Yes.
What did you hear directed towards Erica?
At what time?
Right after the brawling it out, as you say. Did you hear
Hey, hippie
anything
chick.
directed specifically towards Erica?
Not till he left. No, not till Brooks left.
Would you say that again?
Not till Brooks left.
You, ho, you.
So did you or did you not hear anything directed towards Erica after the brawling it out, as you say?
Oh, okay, no.
So can we pull that statement up again?
Go ahead. The state would do that once again. Just to the preview.
I'm reading directly from the statement, where it says,
Mr. Brooks, it may or may not be a statement, so you need to be accurate. I know you're referring to
the
police
summary,
report.
the summary of the statement. I'm
Oh,
reading directly from the summary of the statement,
oh, okay.
where it says Runkel stated
Hey,
after
Barbara.
a short dispute between her, Kirby, and Brooks,
Oh, air quote.
she
Brooke.
saw Brooks get back into the red SUV and heard him saying something to the effect of "F you effing bees, you're dead," as he was leaving.
So I'll check on 2 grounds. 1, asked and answered, and 2, this could confuse the witness because it's not, she used the F and the B.
Sustained.
It was something on the back end of that I didn't get to.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, sir, but
It
you've already asked that question before, so the objection is sustained.
I actually don't recall asking a question directly to that part of the summary.
I do. You read through that previously.
See, if you write them shits down, you would know. That's what all this paper is for. Write them shits down. Write the questions down.
Do you remember what the question was?
You
so that I
remember.
don't re-ask the same question.
Mr. Brooks, move on.
Shit's gonna judge you, remember. It's mind-boggling, I know. Mind-boggling.
Did you ever hear something to the effect of "F you effing bees, you're dead"?
I did.
At what point did you hear that?
While Brooks was leaving.
So that would it be fair to say that you heard that after the brawling
Yes.
it out?
You shook your head. Can you say
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a little confusing. So
Mr. Brooks, that's not a question. You're attempting to
I'm
testify.
about to ask a question.
You
If I
can't
can
do
get
that.
to it,
Ask your question. But you also can't mischaracterize the testimony or the evidence up to this point.
what do you mean?
In your questions, you can't mischaracterize prior testimony or evidence. You have to be accurate. So
I'm trying.
This is Lil Woody's daddy. This is Lil Woody's dad. If y'all been watching YSL, and he's always like, "What you mean? What you mean? I don't recall. What you mean? I don't understand that. What you mean?" That's you, his daddy.
trying to be, but it's
what's your next question, sir?
kind of hard.
Yeah, lawyering is hard. Yeah.
Just a quick second.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We're going back and
Unless you have
forth.
a different topic.
It is.
Hold on.
It is.
Anything related to this, what's in the summary?
Oh, boy.
Questions regarding what she heard or didn't hear around this time. We've gone through that. You've gone through it. Under 906.11, you need to move on and ask a new line of questions.
I was trying to, if I can get to it.
Go ahead.
Bitch, get to it. YSL meth boy.
This part of the summary that I'm looking at now says Runkel stated that she did see pictures of Brooks following the Christmas parade incident via social media. And Runkel confirmed that was Brooks I don't know, it looks kind of,
What?
I don't know if that's a mark on my screen that's
Boy.
going through. Okay. I couldn't read it.
I'll object. I don't think there was a question there.
I didn't get to it yet.
Zach Tide.
I'll object to the ongoing commentary with lack of any questioning.
And I'll sustain that objection.
Zach Tide. He tied.
Oh, I do have a question. I do have a question.
Get on with it.
You said that you had known Erica roughly since you were roaming up at the women's shelter. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And that's a domestic violence woman's shelter. I wonder why she was there in a domestic violence woman's shelter. I wonder why.
Do you have any idea why she would refer to you as Corey Gray?
Because I go by that.
So how well or how close would you say you guys were?
Close.
Close, like hung out all the time, every day?
Yes.
Were y'all close, like scissoring each other?
Hung out every day. Sorry.
And do you know of any time before
You beat her ass.
November the 21st of 2021? Do you know of any time before that Erica mentioned to you anything about the relationship that she had with Brooks?
Okay. So we're trying to get to November 20th. Is that the date? November 20th? So the day before, when they would have had that dismissed charge. So he's trying to get her to elicit that November 20th never happened. That's what he's hoping that Corey is going to say. Because, apparently that's all he cares about is a domestic violence charge that was dismissed and not the actual charges that he's being on trial for.
Outside of what you learned that day?
Hey, Lady T.
Can you say that again?
At any time before November 21st of 2021, did Erica ever confide any information to you before that day?
Mm-hmm.
She did.
What was the nature of the information?
It's not allowed to be brought up.
Uh-oh.
I think she's referring to a pretrial ruling that she's aware of.
Yeah.
So you want to rethink asking that question, sir? Otherwise, I'm going to allow her to answer it.
What pretrial?
Come on, bruh. How don't you know this? A pretrial ruling. You are the attorney of record, remember? This is what you wanted to do, remember? How don't you know these pretrial rulings? Because you're so smart.
I'm not going to state.
No,
that
I'm
right
not.
now.
Are we both privy to the same pretrial procedure? There was a pretrial ruling about.
There's a pretrial ruling about your dumbass beating on Erica Patterson and that you tried to kill her before. And the reason why she's in the boot is because you ran her over before. And so you went to jail. You went to jail and your mama paid $1,000 to get you out and you should have never been released. That's what the pretrial ruling was for. Help him, Zach. Help him.
Do you want her to answer that question or do you want to move on?
I want to move on.
Yeah.
We'll strike that question from the record. The jury will disregard the question that was asked.
That ass up. Zach being a Christian.
So I would want to ask, was there any during the brawling out point, was there any interaction between the driver of the vehicle and Nick?
There was.
Do you remember what the nature of that interaction or exchange was between those two?
I don't know. I just remember jumping in front.
Do you recall any threats being made towards Nick or from Nick towards the driver of the vehicle?
Oh, I do.
Uh-oh.
Overruled. She may answer.
Go with
I
it.
do.
Do you remember what was said specifically?
Not specifically, but I remember Brooks getting mad because Nick was coming to Erica's rescue.
And I wanted to know if Nick was giving Erica some of that white boy penis. I want to know, and I want to know if he bigger than me. Can y'all tell me if Nick bigger than me? Does he have a bigger package than me? That's what he want to know.
Right along with Corey. Me.
Do you recall any knife being involved in any of that situation during that exchange whatsoever?
No knife.
Were you aware that that was why police was responding to that incident?
I did not.
How would she know?
Did you at any time have a knife during that incident?
I did not.
Do you know if Nick had a knife during that incident?
Regina.
He did not.
Do you know if Erica had a knife Do you know if Erica had a knife during that incident?
She did not.
I bet she wished she had one. You would have been cut up. The whole different
As far
trial.
as your memory, do you recall reporting that a knife was involved in that incident?
I do not.
Do you recall if Nick reported a knife being involved in that incident?
It's possible.
Do you recall Erica reporting that a knife was involved in that incident?
I do not.
Put your hands down. Come on. You're working hard. It's the hardest you never worked. The hardest.
You testified to drinking a half pint of vodka that day. Was that the only thing you had to drink that day?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you were tipsy?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you may even have been intoxicated?
No.
For any reason that day,
come on,
acknowledging that you were drinking, would that have impaired your thinking of the situation in any way?
No.
Oh, but so because she was drinking, because she was drinking a pint of vodka or whatever she drank, then that had something to do with you then driving off and running into the parade and killing 6 people and running over, dozens and dozens more. So her alcohol use is directly reflects onto you. It's you. You did it. I mean, her drinking caused you to do what you did. You see, and this is the good old classic. I don't like this behavior. So even though it don't affect me personally, I'm gonna, make everybody quit doing it. And then now I'm gonna blame y'all for what had happened, because you was drinking, and that's what caused me to run into the parade. It's my fault, your fault. It's not my fault, it's your fault.
So
y'all
would
better
it
get
be
it
fair
together.
to say that you were of clear and sober mind during that whole incident after drinking a half pint of vodka?
Yes.
So
the vodka did it.
To the best of your memory, there wouldn't be any reason why you may have left something out or maybe not been clear about anything that happened during that specific incident.
Possibly left some things out.
Do you know what?
Do you remember what they might have been?
No.
Do you know the plaintiff?
There we go.
Objection for previous reasons.
Sustained.
Have you ever seen the plaintiff?
Objection.
Sustained.
Have you ever had any interaction with the plaintiff?
Objection.
Sustained.
No further questions. Your Honor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any redirect?
Very, very briefly, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Ms. Runkel, you met with Detective David Van Els to provide a statement on November 22nd of 2021. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That's accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Van Els when he was asking you about this incident that when you arrived, you heard Darrell Brooks telling Erica Patterson that he was going to, quote, smash her face in and that he was going to kill her, end quote?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Van Els that as you saw Brooks get back into the red SUV, you heard him say something to the effect of, quote, fuck you, fucking bitches, you're dead, end quote?
I do.
Okay. During your cross-examination, you repeatedly referred to a person as Brooks. The person depicted in the video, Exhibit 3, the person that you chested up to, is that person in the courtroom?
He is.
Can you point him out for us and just very clearly tell us where he's sitting, what he's wearing?
You want me to point?
Yes, please.
All right. He's right there and he's wearing orange.
That
Oh
has the record
no.
reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Oh
It
no.
will.
And I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Oh,
ma'am. You may step down.
poor Boo Boo the fool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this will be an excellent stopping point for us this evening. Thank you for your patience this evening.
I don't think he says anything else crazy. Oh, look at his bitch ass.
Materials for additional information.
Look at him.
Do not seek information regarding the public records of any part room. Information or to me after the trial, taxpayers. If jurors do
His
not
ugly
confer throughout
face.
the trial, if any juror has any reason to believe that another juror has violated these rules, you should report that to me. If jurors do not comply with these rules, it could result in a new trial involving additional time and significant evidence. We will start back up tomorrow. Thank you. All rise for the jurors.
Yeah, he like, fuck the jury. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck them bitches. I ain't gonna get up. I'm gonna sit my stank ass right here. Even though my life hang in their hands, I'm sitting right here. Like I'm trying to prepare for getting shanked. Yeah, it's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Oh God, I'm so tired. I've been working hard all day. I just can't wait to get back in my cell, in my house, and lay down and put some soap in my hand. Yeah, Y'all over there looking at me,
Mr.
laughing.
Brooks, I want to commend you for a couple of things. Number one, asking to come back into the courtroom. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. I think it runs much smoother when you are here, assuming you follow all the rules, which you have done a very good job at this afternoon. I also want to commend you on cooperating with the process even before you were brought over here. You were respectful, but you also made appropriate objections. You asked questions on cross-examination. Despite not wanting to unmask at first, you did do that, and I appreciate that. You asked some cogent, relevant questions, some of which went directly to the credibility of the witness. I would add, you might not always artfully ask the questions, but I think you're making some solid points.
No, she's not.
I would encourage you to keep prepping, to have questions written out based on the materials that you have.
Bitch, she trying to help you. She's telling you, write them shits down.
And
open
I
this.
really appreciate that you came back over and that you've been following the rules. I also want to encourage you, sir, to, if you choose, to wear your suit or other street clothes. It is your choice. I will let you make that choice. But I encourage you to consider that. I don't think there's anything we need to address other than perhaps timing We went a little bit late here tonight, so I think I'm going to have the jurors report. I tell them we're going to bring them into the courtroom at 9. That usually means a little bit earlier with their protocol. We'll still start at 8:30 to address any housekeeping items at that point in time. Is there anything the state wants to address right now or any record you want to make?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Brooks, anything you want to address right now or any record you want to make?
Just thank you for giving me a chance to come back in, and I appreciate what you said.
It works well when you're here, sir. I hope we continue this.
Something very, very quick. I was waiting for my COVID results to come back before I feel comfortable getting back dressed up. So I kind of just prefer to just stay in the orange right now.
All right, that's your choice.
They said I should be having the results hopefully by the time I get back. I might know something. If not, I'll know something tomorrow morning. So
the COVID does not affect you depending on your outfit. So he didn't want to wear a suit because he was waiting on the results of his COVID test. So apparently COVID and COVID tests are dependent upon your outfit. I wish that I had have known all of this time, and there would not have been a pandemic if all we need to do is just change our clothes, and we would have been okay. Would have been nobody dying, would have been, no supply chain issues. None of that would have happened had they just changed their clothes.
that would be a big influence on.
Okay, fair enough. The other thing is I had not been utilizing an all rise. Sometimes you stand, sometimes you don't. It is something I'd like to go back to, especially as it relates to the jurors. It's out of respect for them. So
she's telling you, dumbass, when the jury come in, you need to get your dusty ass up.
We'll be doing an all rise for when the jurors enter and exit. And just given some of our logistics, I'm not looking for an all rise for when I enter at all. So my bailiffs are aware of that. But that's it for today. Good night, everyone. We'll see everyone at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
All right, pimping. So we have finally finished day 1. When I come back, we will do day 2, start day 2. And before I go, I am going to give you guys, for those of y'all, I'm sure y'all have all seen it, but we'll go ahead and we'll go out on some Linus.
All right, sir, I'm going to let you make an offer of proof as to why you believe the photographs and the questioning about contact after the alleged incident is relevant.
It's relevant because these were sent by the witness.
It assumes a fact, not an evidence, but what is, hold on. Tell me the basis you believe there's been communication and why you believe it's relevant to her testimony.
It's relevant because it was testified to by was the last guy, Guth, that he was told that the witness was supposed to be so deeply afraid of me and all this type of stuff. So if you're so deeply afraid and worried about somebody and this and that, why would you speak and have contact?
Do you want to open up the door to the other evidence of
That's not opening.
No.
That's not opening the door.
Sometimes in a court of law, when there are pretrial rulings, the testimony of a witness needs to be said in such a way not to run afoul of that. But if you keep questioning her about whether she's afraid or not, or why she wouldn't have contact or not, you are opening the door to that testimony. All of my rulings have been made to prevent what could be seen as prejudicial evidence. The standard's not prejudicial. The standard's whether it's unfairly prejudicial. But you can open the door to that, sir.
It's unfairly prejudicial that I have a document stating that November 20th never even happened, but yet and still
that's it. November 20th.
Turn that document over to the state.
Come on, man. Y'all know that's not right.
Y'all
know that's not right.
then you need to immediately turn it over to the state right now. It may become relevant, but no one has seen it. When did you receive the document?
Look at the bailiff. It still looks like him, even though he has no facial, anything to identify him, but they still like the bailiff.
Hold on. When did you? I'm having you make an offer. When did you receive the document?
Okay, but I just want to stay for the record, Your Honor, it's not fair. It's not fair.
When did you receive this document that you claim was sent by this witness?
It's not claimed. It's for a fact.
Sir, it hasn't been established yet. I need to make a record.
So do y'all want the letter?
I want to see the letter.
What?
I want to see the letter.
Okay, so I got.
And I want to know when you received it.
I got to bring that in. Oh man,
Mr. Brooks.
Oh, man, stop.
You
Stop
are. You aren't
Stop
even
it.
letting
You're a
me
public
ask
servant, Your Honor. I respect your courtroom. I respect you. You're a public servant, though. Your job is to be the referee. Is it or is it not? You stated so yourself on record that your job is being the umpire.
So I'm going to make a record about what he's referring to
man.
in count 77. Okay.
And what happened to that paper? Because it was on the table. Then when
Mr.
I come
Brooks,
back in,
I need to make a record of a variety of
so
things.
Who took my paper?
And you keep interrupting me. You attempt to divert everyone from what is being done this very second.
I didn't attempt to do anything.
Yes, you do it repeatedly,
Okay,
sir.
whatever.
So you're doing it once again.
Whatever. Just make your record. What does the letter read?
You have the letter. You showed it to me, sir.
And I've been trying to find it ever since I came back in, and now all of a sudden I can't.
And now you're impugning, though, like somehow you're impugning the integrity of this court, of the bailiffs of this state. You're accusing, frankly, everyone of moving your papers.
Did I point the finger at anyone? Did I say anyone did anything?
Not directly, but indirectly you did.
So
sir.
how can you make the assumption that I'm saying?
Can I please make the record without you interrupting?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. I apologize.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But you made repeated comments, sir. And if I need to, I'll have a bailiff put on the record that no one touched your table.
Your Honor, did I say anyone touched my table? I didn't
You
say
implied it, sir.
But did I say that? I can see if I came in and said, hey, one of you moved something off my table, then it would be more validity to what you're saying.
I need to continue with the record, sir. It's very apparent to me, sir, that every time throughout this trial, and especially the last 2 days, when the court makes a ruling that you disagree with, that you start peppering me with questions. You question me about the law. You ask, is it verified law? It is, from my perspective, a clear attempt to kind of turn us in a direction away from what we're doing.
I'm sorry.
That's my perspective. That I'm making a rule. You're doing it again.
I mean, because it has no validity.
So I am trying to make a record about a line of questioning you want to ask Ms. Patterson. Now we have you claiming that there's some document that was sent by the witness after the charges were filed that apparently contained photographs that you believe goes to the credibility of this witness. So I need to ask a few questions about that, sir, to determine whether it has relevance to those issues. Number one, when did you receive this letter?
I received this multiple letters, actually, over a period of
time.
Night,
Sasha.
I referred to this one because this one.
Don't stay away.
Pictures.
Does it have a date on it? The letter?
No, I didn't bring the letter. I brought the pictures. The witness knows that they sent me the pictures. They know that.
Well, again, it assumes facts that aren't here. You're assuming this witness sent it. I don't know. But even if she did, what relevance does it have to her credibility before this jury?
It goes to the credibility because she's put on this facade of being so afraid of someone, yet still, you know that we're not supposed to have contact, but you still sneaking behind and saying, oh, I wonder how you're doing. And oh, this and that.
I don't think she's ever said she was afraid. I think that was the officer.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Who may have stated that. So again, I'm going to ask you, even if this letter's from her, these pictures are from her, how does it relate to her credibility before the jury?
Who else could these pictures be from?
I'm going to ask you point blank. Did you get a letter that's signed from her?
I got them. What do you mean sign? No
How do you know?
signs letters.
What's your why do you have a belief that they are from her?
I have multiple letters from her.
You're not answering my question. Why do you believe the letters are from Erica Patterson?
Because they were sent from Erica Patterson. Why else would I?
Were they signed by her?
What do you mean signed?
Did she write her name on the letter? Was it the content of the letter? No, I'm not kidding you. I need to make a record, sir. You're making a statement that these letters are from her and that they're relevant to her credibility.
Your Honor, I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
And I'm asking you why you hold that opinion.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume, which I know is true, you've never been in my position. You've never been in jail. So you've never received a letter from someone writing someone in jail. No one is gonna when you
You're
say
not
to me,
answering my
when
question,
you say to
sir.
me,
What's the basis why you believe they're from Miss Patterson? Is there some information in them that only she would know? Did she sign the letters? Is it penmanship that you recognize? Why do you believe they're from her as opposed to somebody else sending you information? Could be your mom, could be, I'm just saying, could be anybody else. You got to answer my question. It's called an offer of proof.
But you still got to understand why this is mind-boggling to me.
Mind-boggling.
I got a child with this woman. Why would I not know her handwriting?
But you have to lay a foundation for these letters, sir. That might be through your own testimony. So that I'm trying to figure out why you believe they're from her. Not all this other stuff about I'm in jail and I have a child. I'm trying to I need to know. It's called an offer of proof.
Are you serious?
What do you believe? Why do you believe they're from her? I am serious.
Because they're from her.
But you're assuming.
Like how else am I supposed to answer that?
Love you too, Inga.
I've given you a few reasons why it would lend to that opinion.
So it has to be put in a legal term.
The bottom line is I need the letter. So if you're gonna question her on that, the state absolutely has a right to see the letter.
So
the state has the ability to question you about that or question this witness and to look at the veracity of what your claims are here. So I may take an early lunch. If that's in your cell, then you can go get it and bring it. But without that letter, I'm not allowing this line of questioning. Do you have the letter with you in court?
I just said no. How many times I got to say the same thing on record?
You know, sometimes, sir, I don't hear what you say because you interrupt me so much or you answer quietly. And I'm taking notes and I'm focused on probably a dozen things at the same time.
But if I say something under my breath, everybody seems to hear it. Everybody seems to hear that just fine.
In a quiet courtroom, yes, we can hear it very clearly.
Everybody assumes that it has to be disparaging.
Once again, you're doing this tactic.
Because it's not a tactic. It's facts. It's facts.
To some other reason.
It's facts. Because I find it hard to believe that
I'm going to
all
let
of
the
a sudden
state.
nobody hears what I say.
I'm going to let the state make a record of why they believe it's objectionable because I haven't let them do that. I've given you multiple opportunities to tell me why you believe it.
I didn't get these pictures from nobody else. Why was somebody
else? The record will
else
reflect you have two pictures that you believe were from this witness.
that I know is from?
No, that you believe.
That I know.
All right. I'll ask the state their position on all of this.
My position, Your Honor, is that these pictures, first of all, should not be admissible. One, because of a discovery violation. We've never seen them before. Two, because we have reason to believe that he did not get them from Erica Patterson. He is on a jail phone call talking to his mother, Dawn Woods, about Dawn Woods sending these photographs to him. Now,
that's a lie. I object
Let
to
the state make their argument without interruption, sir.
That's a lie, though.
Three, I believe that these photographs are designed to make a suggestion to the jury that Erica Patterson is a bad mom. I think that that's what the defendant is trying to do. And if we're going to go down that road, then we would be forced to counter that claim. First of all, it doesn't make her an incredible witness, if it's even true. And second of all, if we go down that road, we would be forced to counter that claim by pointing out that not only does the defendant not live with the child in question, he doesn't live with any of the other children that he has. He impregnated Erica Patterson when she was a minor in Nevada. And for doing so, he was convicted of statutory sexual seduction, pled guilty in March of 2007 to that felony offense, and is a sex offender on the registry as a result. So if there's any causation that would lead to Erica Patterson being a bad mom, Mr. Brooks has a direct role in that causation.
And that's
Furthermore,
I'll object to that
I'm not
because
done.
that's a lie.
Let him
Because at the end
finish.
of the day,
Let
if
him
we
finish,
gonna open the door
Mr.
on that. No,
Brooks.
since you want to make a record and not be accurate, so let's be accurate all on the record since you think you know so much.
Once
So
again,
we can
Mr.
open the
Brooks
door
is
on.
being
We can open
loud,
the door on how old she told me
disrespectful,
she was when we met.
interrupting.
We can ask
He's-
that
he
question
is
too. Then
over the
did you
top
ask that?
animated
Do you
right
know
now.
that?
Mr. Brooks, I'm ordering you to sit down and to let this
No,
man finish.
no, I'm not going to sit here and let somebody be inaccurate on the record and lie on the record.
Right. Under Illinois versus Allen, I've warned him repeatedly. He's being removed from the courtroom. And you know what? Let me dial that back. We're just going to take an early lunch, 1 hour. We'll be back. And unless he brings that letter and he can show it is inadmissible, he will not be questioned. And under 906.11, I will declare the cross-examination closed. Thank you. We're in recess, 1 hour.
Get your facts straight. So let's open the door on all of it then. So
Listen, I love this, that he did just like the trial hearing where it goes to the flag. I love this.
we can get all of it on the record. Since you think you know so much.
I love it.
Did you know she said she was 18 when I met her? Did you know that?
He is brilliant. I love Linus. Let me put his channel down here for those. I'm sure everybody has subbed to Linus, but you know, I'm still going to put in his channel link in here if I remember how to do it, because I'm crazy. No, I'm sub to my boy. What's wrong with me? Oh, share channel. There we go. All right. So yeah, here is Linus's channel. For those of y'all who have not subbed, please do so, because as you can see that he is very, very talented, and he definitely has such a great attention to detail. And all of these are hilarious. And Linus, if you are watching, please don't make us wait too long for another video. We are fiending for it. And if you don't mind, can you also try to get on YSL, get on Woody, and also get on Sarah Boone as well. You'll need those too. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for coming through this evening. All of my new friends and my old friends, I really appreciate it. I am going to come back hopefully this week and do some YSL Woody. And let's see what else. Oh, I still need to do Tiffany Henyard. If the story keeps changing and it's a hot mess, and I'm trying to figure out a way of how to do her, because the audio is so terrible in the hearings, and so I'll figure it out and do something. But anyway, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for coming through. Y'all are the wind beneath my wings. All right. And Munchkin says that he loves you guys too. Come here, Munchkin. Get off your tummy. Come here. I want them to hear you in the mic. Come here, Munchkin. Say good night, Munchkin. Here goes his collar. Y'all can hear him. He's saying, good night, everybody. I love you. All right, guys. Have a good night. And one last thing, and that is drums, please.
Drums, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a great time tonight. We have truly enjoyed ourselves, and we would like to thank you for being a part of the show and coming to visit this platform. Live on YouTube, Auntie Miracle B. Make sure you come back, because it's always live each and every time. miracle. Be